and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today USA Boxing, man. We are back. We back. The True family. You know what I mean? We back up in this BI, man. We got a really good show today. Pretty good show today. You know what I mean? Got some good news in the world of boxing. You know, we do know that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence are finally fighting each other. It's official. They have signed contracts. It is what it is. That's what we know right now. Hopefully we don't get a snag in this, but you know, hopefully we don't get a snag. Hope don't nobody get no car accident or nothing like that of that sort. But you know, bar that, hopefully we should be able to get it July the 29th. Let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. Yeah. I hear a couple of people complaining, saying, "Oh man, this fight it's too late. This fight ain't known amongst the casuals and all that stuff." There, don't nobody know these guys. The casuals don't know these guys. I'm a boxing fan. I don't give a fuck about the casuals. True. I don't care. I don't go around. Oh man, you know I don't go around thinking about the casuals. This fight is for the boxing fans. The casuals like Tank. And they like Ryan Garcia and stuff like that. If that's what they like, fine. They can stick to that. They like Jake Paul and all of that stuff there. Fine, they can stick to that. But this fight here is for the hardcore fans. True. Casuals are not allowed to come. Casuals not allowed to come. If dudes complaining, oh man, you know, the casuals don't know these guys. This ain't for the casuals. Hardcore boxing fans care nothing about what casuals think. We don't sit around and be like, oh man, you know, before I make this decision, you know what I mean? We got to take the casuals' feelings into consideration. We don't take the casuals' feelings into consideration. If you're feeling it, cool. If you're not feeling it, buy Felicia. Go play TikTok or something. We don't care. We really don't care. Let's get into the show. True. Yeah, they be sitting there talking about, yeah, man, the casual. I hear some dude. I hear some of these niggas who casuals who have YouTube channels talking about, yeah, man, you know, and the casuals ain't even think about this here, man, and the casuals and yada. Nigga, so we talking about guys who are the ambassador for casuals. So you got the ambassador for casuals talking about, yeah, man, you know, we ain't, you know, this fight ain't don't nobody know neither one of these dudes now, and we don't care nothing about it. Okay, if you don't care nothing about it, that's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. But to sit back and say we got the piece of the casuals, no, ain't nobody thinking about no goddamn casuals. You know, you either gonna buy it or you're not. If you ain't gonna buy it, the life goes on. Who cares? Ain't nobody cry me a river, nigga. Anyways, let's get into the show. Now, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence set to do battle, guys, July 29th. That's what's being reported from Michael Benson. Not Michael Benson, Mike Coppinger. Mike Coppinger. That's what's been reported from Mike Coppinger and many other different media outlets speaking about it as well. They got it from Mike Coppinger as well. So Mike could be capping. I doubt it. On Terence Crawford's website, he's selling t-shirts. He never sells t-shirts. Never. We know Errol Spence always sells t-shirts, but Terence Crawford never sells t-shirts. He's selling t-shirts with him as Aquaman, it appears, with a big shark at the end of a, I forgot, what is it, tripod? Something like that. Anyways, according to Mike Coppinger, the Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight has been signed and set for July 29th in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is something that the boxing world has been waiting for years. Not the casuals, the boxing world. What is it called? What did you say? You said it's called the trident. Yeah. Well, I called it a tripod. Sorry about that, guys. You know what I meant. I said tripod. I'm thinking, you know what, mama, I'm thinking old school now. When the tripod came out. Anyways, holding the trident, right? So this is something that the boxing world has been waiting for years. Terence Crawford gets what he wants, as well as Errol Spence get what he wants. Hopefully, we'll get an official announcement sooner rather than later. Hopefully, we get that announcement. I sat back and I thought about this, right? Because these two fighters have brought out the level of toxicity that I have seen online from these two fighters is crazy. Now the toxicity had nothing to do with Errol Spence nor Terence Crawford. It was rabid fans online who I can't even call them fans. I think it was something else. They went something else with it. There was a lot of different things going on. Timothy Bradley will be on the show. Fixing to get ready to call him in a minute. He's coming on the show, guys. There was a lot of things going on with this. You know, you had, and I want to talk specifically to the black content creators, and we'll talk about the black content creators and the fans. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing. Salute to you, fam, for being a member for 15 months. Let's give a round of applause. Like, and I tell you guys, a lot of these dudes be all over the place. You know, they be all over the place. Shout out to Al Money Man for becoming a member to a 12 months membership. He said, peace and love to everybody. Coach, keep shining. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, Al Money. Now, so you have two black fighters, both of them black. So you would think that if you are so-called on code or pro-black, you will support your two black fighters. Not niggas, though. Not niggas. One thing about I told you have black people and you have niggas. One thing about niggas find reasons to hate. True. Niggas cause more division than Moses parting the Red Sea. That's what they do. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to say that for another day. Because the pettiness in me will not let this go. You guys know me. I'm team fuck the other side. I give a fuck about what these niggas talk about online. 99% of y'all trash. 99% of them trash anyways. I'm enemies to all of them, except the 1%. I don't give a fuck about none of them. The 1% I rock with, you know who you are. Anyways, now, so Errol Spence, Terence Crawford been able to work this out themselves. They didn't need nothing from no YouTube accountants. They didn't need any help from no managers or promoters. You know, the 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, take whatever we give you, sign the contract, niggas. Those niggas still at home at their baby mama house. Rent on the couch, Juicy Juice, Nick Sack, Kool-Aid, cereal, milk. That's those guys. True. The YouTube lawyers, the YouTube accountants, them niggas still at home. Trying to tell multimillionaires, Spence and Crawford, what they should do with their business. You can't make this shit up. True. I'm going to desecrate you niggas in a few, probably about, when they get closer to the fight, I'm going to desecrate you niggas. I'm finna start some shit. I'm finna desecrate every last one of you niggas. And I'm naming the names. I don't give a fuck. I don't. True. And I'm naming the names. I don't give a fuck. Wrong side of the street, niggas. Y'all started it. I'm going to finish it. I don't destroy you niggas anyways, but I'm finna go back and dig you up from your grave and re-destroy you niggas and add some new niggas to the list. True. Let's get into the show. Now, before we do, we got to say all praise is due to the most exalted, the most high, the highest of the holy, the most important human being that was ever created and put on the planet Earth, according to these aerosexuals and according to these pro-PBC guys and these fake-ass pro-black revolutionary so-called niggas online that's supposed to be on some kind of code. You whole niggas, yes, you niggas, yes, I'm talking to you. According to you guys, we got to say all praise is due to Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? But a name. Do you have a name? Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Since I am team fuck the other side, this what I got to say to the other side.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck-mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
It is what it is, man. Let me go ahead and call Timothy Bradley. Let me holler at a couple of people in the chat before I call them. R.I.P. Tina Turner. Tina Turner passed away? I didn't know that. R.I.P. to Tina Turner. Shout out to Eric Griman. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to Big Blunt. Big Blunts in Boston. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Blunts. Master Wu, it is what it is. He said, them damn Wakandas. Yes, sir. I'm the Wakanda nigga killer. Shout out to Shad 419. Shout out to Eric Grimy, Punch Perfect Boston, Knockdown 305. Marquis, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, fam? Punch Perfect Boston, Al Money, always getting money. It is what it is. Let's get the super chat out of the way. Let's get the super chat out of the way and get into the show. Because I got to call Timothy Bradley. Shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. Dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received. Playtime's over, boy.
He said, hey, coach. I don't care. Bud and EJ did bad business by allegedly getting guaranteed purses. He said they should have gotten no guarantees on just trust us deal. You know what I mean? I see what you're saying. Guarantee on a just trust us deal. That's what makes sense. What to the Wakanda niggas? You gotta understand the Wakanda niggas really ain't that smart. I told you guys, these Wakanda niggas are some of the dumbest niggas that ever came from the womb of a woman. And they're very ignorant and low IQ, lack critical thinking skills, and they don't have objective bone in their body. So when you're dealing with low IQ people who, and they suffer from confirmation bias. So you got all of that going on. You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Let me call my main man, Tim. Let me call my main man, Tim, man. It is what it is, man. We're going to hit the hug and bell on them right quick, man, for the super chats. And we're going to get into this show, man.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. For dropping that. Bam, hundo on your boy.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received. Playtime's over.
Swift said, time to celebrate. I'll wait and see. Well, everybody just wait and see. Everybody just wait and see then. Everybody just wait and see. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is right now. Right now, what I can show you is this. Swift, this is what I can show you, fam. I can show you this. I can show you this, brother. You know what I mean? If this mean anything. But listen, I've been calling around. I know a lot of people, you know what I mean? And everybody's saying the same shit. It's lining up. This is on Terence Crawford's website. And this is what he got on his website. Now, he's never done this before ever in life. But this is what he has right here. Crawford versus Spence, Vegas, 7/29/23. This is Crawford's website, tboycrawford.com. And he got the shirt that he's selling. And then if you go to Errol Spence site, Errol Spence has the shirt as well. So I just want to throw that out there. And I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but that's what it is. You can take it, you know what I mean? Hold on, fam, hold on. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, Swift? You get what I'm saying, fam? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me call my main man. Shout out to Juan Carlo. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received. Playtime's over, boy.
He said, yes, Civil War started. Team Crawford versus Spence. Coach, God bless you, brother. Yes, sir, I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. Shout out to Swift 718, dropping that $2 super chat. He said, oh yeah, I already bought the shirt from Bud. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it too. I'm gonna buy a shirt from Bud and I'm gonna buy one from Spence. I'm gonna support both brothers. I'm gonna support both of them. I'm gonna still go to war with the aerosexuals, but I'm and the Wakanda niggas and those guys, alphabet boys. I'm gonna still do that. But I'm gonna support both of them. I'm gonna support both of them. Let me call my main man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Salute to you, Jackie. Shout out to you, Jackie. What's going on, sis? Shout out to Food Revolution, if she's here. Lisa Bells, if she's here. Let me call my main man.
What's good, Coach?
Hey, Tim, man, I got you. I don't have you on the show yet. I got you on speaker. I just want to know, was you ready to talk?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir. Let me put you on the join the show. All right, guys. Without further ado, we got my main man Timothy Bradley on the show. Let's give him a round of applause. Give about a round of applause.
Coach, what up? What's up, Coach? What's good, man?
Man, Tim, what's going on, fam? Hold on. I gotta put your name on the screen so everybody know it's you. Man, what's going on, Tim, man? Good news or what?
Oh, heck yeah. I heard the contract ain't signed, but I mean, they got a verbal agreement so far, so I'm excited about it.
Well, according to Steven Espinosa, he said that contracts, when they normally do fights, this is what he said. When they normally do fights, contracts don't get signed until like the week of the fight. I have an interview where he actually said that.
Yeah, that happened. There was one time where I didn't sign my contract until the week of when I was facing Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao didn't sign his contract to the week of too.
Okay. So even though the contracts haven't been signed, as you just stated, there was times when you and Pacquiao signed the contracts the week of the fight. That doesn't mean that the fight is not happening. That's just something that happens in the sport of boxing.
Yeah, that's something that happens.
Okay.
Both guys have verbally agreed to signing the contract. They're getting the contract ready or whatnot. But the contracts will be signed, whether it's the week of. Once they start that promotional tour, there's no turning back, bro.
When do you think they're going to start the promotional tour, Tim? Because nothing has been official by the PBC nor Showtime as of yet.
You just gotta wait and see. I don't know exactly when. You just gotta wait and see. Once they start the tour, then that's when it gets real. That's when it gets real. So once people start investing money in flights and hotels and getting them to different places to to tour around the nation, that's when it gets real. So until then, we just hold our breath. Hopefully not too long, and they get the ball rolling.
I just hope no one gets into a car accident. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna throw that out there.
You ain't right.
I'm just throw that out there. Hey, listen, Tim. This been a long time coming. I don't know if you've been watching it online. I got to the point where I did not like speaking about Crawford and Spence online because, and the boxing community online, it was like a civil war, so to speak, with the same group of people. You had Team Spence, you had Team Crawford, and Team Spence was against Team Crawford. I remember a lot of those guys. I call them the alphabet boys and stuff like that. But a lot of these black content creators, I'm gonna say that. They called the guy. He's Uncle Tom. Said Crawford was a coon. Bob Aaron was a slave master. These race hustle guys. He was a slave master. Top rankers of plantation. But then when Devin Haney goes over there, he's not. None of that exists anymore. So these guys are saying sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, take whatever we give you. What I wanted to ask you was this. In your years of being a professional fighter, and now you're an analyst and retired Hall of Famer, have you ever taken advice from online managers? We call them managers, online YouTube accountants. Have you ever, do you advise fighters to take advice about their business careers and stuff like that from people like that online, these online accountants and managers and promoters?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You got to do what's right for you. They're not in your shoes. It's easy to point the finger and try to guide somebody or think you know what you're talking about, but most of the time they don't know what they're talking about. They think they know what they're talking about. But no, as a fighter, no, you gotta listen to the team that's around you, that's there to protect you. You got to think about what you're doing, and you can't lift a finger unless the contract is right. Because once you get into that contract, bro, there's no turning back. Once you sign that contract, there's no turning back, man. So everything has to be right for both sides. It took a little while, for both these guys to get on the same page, but they're finally here, man. It's finally here, and I'm thankful for it. But I want to say something, man. I got hit up by my bro Andre Ward yesterday, and he was saying that he said, "Tim, you owe me an apology." And I said, "For what?" He was just like, "Because you said that I was crazy for thinking that this fight was going to happen." I said, "Well, man, look, I had to put some fire on somebody under somebody behind. I had to call guys out, and particularly it was Errol Spence. I do know Crawford, and I know Crawford, and I spoke with him personally, and I know he wanted to fight. And I'm seeing all these other fights being made that is PBC and Top Rank getting made. But I don't see the Spence fight being moved and pushed that hard. So, I want to say, Andre Ward, you was right. You know what I mean? I'm sorry that I spoke out and said that it wasn't going to happen. Fans, it's happening. let's again cross our fingers. Let's hope to that day come. But you know, at the end of the day, man, I just want to say to all the Spence fans out there, hey, I was putting the match underneath his behind, man. I was trying to force your man to do whatever it took to get the fight done. No, Spence wasn't scared. He wasn't scared. You know, I just figured that, hey, I got to push the needle a little bit further in, so that way he won't, you know, he'll make the fight. Just put it that way. The fight will get made. So I want to apologize to all the Spence fans out there for my remarks and so on and so forth. But yo, I will tell you this. Let me tell you this, though, Coach. Spence going down, bro. Spence is going down. I ain't gonna apologize about that one. I'm telling you right now, Spence is going down. And I know the Spence fans gonna tune in and they gonna get all upset. But I'm gonna tell you, you know, let me tell you why he gonna go down. He ain't on Crawford's level when it comes to skill. Crawford has more skills than Spence. Everybody continues to talking about the power of Errol Spence. The power. Errol Spence couldn't knock out 140 pounders. Okay? And Mikey Garcia. Stop playing. When you think he's going to go and knock out Crawford, please. Y'all need to save that. Crawford can counterpunch the hell out of Spence, and he will counterpunch the hell out of Spence. Spence will open up a whole lot of opportunities because of his pressure. You know, you got to understand that pressure fighters, yes, they don't like volume fighters, but when you make mistakes, that's what they like. He's going to capitalize on all the mistakes that Errol Spence makes, because he does. Errol Spence makes a ton of mistakes. Yes, he is the disciplined, you know, jab first, you know, straight 1-2, you know, dig down to the body. He's predictable, though, Coach. As you know, he's predictable. You know what he's going to do. Jab, right hand. Right, and Spence don't counter off his back foot. Spence don't counter off his back foot like Crawford does. So Crawford will invite him in. And once Crawford takes that jab away from him, I said, it's going to be a wrap. I'm telling you, it's going to be a wrap. He's going to catch Spence in between those shots. He's going to catch him. He's going to hurt him. He damn near might even knock him out towards the back end of the fight. And I know y'all been hearing that a lot from a lot of different analysts. But it's the truth. And, you know, we don't know until the fight happens, but trust me, when I do my breakdowns and I look at these fights, man, these particular fights, man, and I see the advantages on both sides, this is what I see. Now, I could be wrong. Smith can go in there and just millie walk the hell out of Crawford, put the pressure on him and make him fold. I don't know. But I can tell you this, me knowing Crawford and knowing how competitive he is and knowing what he brings to the table, shit, I'm telling you right now, guys, y'all don't be surprised if he stops Errol Spence. Don't be surprised.
Yeah, I got Crawford by knockout about the 10th round. That's what I'm picking. What do you know? I see now that Michael Benson reported, Tim, that both guys are getting guaranteed money. Now, I don't like talking about money. The reason why is because I don't know the knowledge, the ins and outs in boxing like you do, because you are actually an actual fighter. People who do this every day, you've seen business, you've seen on the boxing contracts, you know the language, the lingo, you know what types of attorneys you need in order to negotiate these types of deals. Us online, we don't know that. We don't have an experience with that. A lot of us have minimum wage jobs, and not me myself, but a lot of dudes have minimum wage jobs. That's why it always befuddles me when, you know, guys trying to give multimillionaires, you know, financial advice when, you know, you get what I'm saying? But I say all that to say this. Both of these guys, according to Mike Coppinger, are getting guaranteed money. Both of them are getting 8 figures. So, in your opinion, did Crawford do the right thing now? He took the David Avanesian fight instead of waiting around once he found out that the fight was going to happen in 2023. You know, when you sit back and look at it now, he got a lot of flack for that. But when I sit back and look at it now, I'm like, damn, that was the best thing he could have did, because he got paid for that fight. And then now he's in the process of him and Spencer getting ready to fight each other in July. And now they're getting guaranteed money, when before it was 80-20, you know, no guarantee, take whatever we give you. You know what I mean? So now he's getting an 8-figure guarantee, and Errol Spence is getting an 8-figure guarantee. What say you about that, how that played out?
I think it played out in favor of Crawford. I think Crawford did right by not signing that first contract. You know, once you get that first contract, you ain't supposed to sign that first contract.
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to sign that, man. it's called negotiation.
Yeah.
And the fact that Crawford stood by his decision, because once you make that decision, man, you got to deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
He's been out of the ring some time, and he had set up a fight with Avanesian, made some bread there. But the better part about that, it's not about the money; it's about the activity. Spence ain't been in the ring since Ugas. It's been some time since he's been in the ring, man.
Yeah,
whereas Crawford,
months.
Crawford has exactly. Whereas Crawford has was just in the ring not too long ago. So Crawford gonna be sharp. That's the only thing that kind of boggles me a bit is that the inactivity of Spence, and would that be a problem? But then I look at his track record. Spence ain't been busy, man. Go back. I think 2019 or so. I think he's had maybe 2-3 fights.
Yeah.
If
that, yeah.
It ain't been much activity, but his last performance against Ugas was wow. His last performance against Ugas was unreal.
Mm-hmm.
It was unreal what he was able to do to Ugas, being out of ring for that long, coming back, being as strong as he was, and having the condition he had, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it had my freaking eyebrows going like, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. How do you do that? Damn, he looks good. So no telling what Spence can do, man. Look, it's a man that survived that car accident, man. He ain't supposed to be here. He's special. He's definitely a special human being. So I like the fact that Crawford got that fight in. It should help him in the fight. As far as negotiations goes, I don't know what they negotiated. I'm glad that they both getting now an exact figure, which is great. Just the pay-per-view numbers got to be right. That's it. So everybody can make money.
Would you say this fight is more so for the? I feel like this is a fight for us hardcore boxing fans. I feel like, okay, we got the Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. That was more for TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that, that audience. But I feel like this fight with Crawford and Spence, this is more for the hardcore fans. They would probably be more excited about it. What say you about that?
I agree with that. I agree it's more for the hardcore fans. I think you will get some casuals that tune in, especially if it's promoted right. Which PBC, they do a good job of promoting the fight. Getting these guys looked at. I really did like that whole YouTube thing, bringing in YouTubers and all that. Man, that kind of boosted the sales. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see something like that in this promotion. But absolutely, I think it's more for the hardcore fans. But the casuals will tune in, and I don't know what the pay-per-view numbers will do. To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm hoping it does great numbers, for both these guys' careers and for the business of boxing. But no telling, man. I don't know what the pay-per-view number is going to be. So I'm saying maybe 500, maybe a little bit more than that, 600 maybe. But if it's 1 million, that's great. If it's anything over 500, that's great too.
What do you know about? I'm hearing that according to what Mike Coppinger put out there, that Crawford is getting. We all know that Al Heyman is the advisor, so to speak, quote unquote, to a lot of the PBC fighters, Errol Spence, stuff like that. So Terence Crawford had an advisor as well. His name is Ish Henson. He works for CAA Sports Agency. What do you know about that agency, CAA Sports Agency? That's who Crawford.
I don't know anything. To be honest, I don't know anything about that agency. I don't know too much of Crawford's business and how he operates as far as that goes. I've seen him before. I've said hi in the past to the gentleman, but I don't know anything about that agency.
That whoever it is, he did real good in getting things worked out from Crawford. Now I haven't heard anything from Floyd Mayweather. Like I said before, Tim, Timothy Bradley, hell of a fighter, and he's a hell of a fighter. But we haven't heard anything from Floyd. Floyd said that until you hear it from me, don't believe anything anyone says. That's what he said to Fight Hype last year. He said, if you don't hear it from me, you know what I mean? Don't listen to Mike Coppinger. Don't listen to no one. If you don't hear it from me or Fight Hype, don't believe it. What say you about that? We haven't heard anything from Floyd. So, could this just be smoke and mirrors, this announcement?
Man, I don't know, man. Like I told you, I don't know. Listen, I'm holding my breath because, we've gotten this far. I don't think we've gotten this far before. But I mean, when Floyd Mayweather says something, man, you gotta listen because he don't be lying. You know, he don't be lying when I'm telling you, he don't be lying, man.
Don't
So
be lying,
no, he don't be lying. He be backing up everything he be saying. So we just gotta wait and see, man. We just gotta wait and see. Again, once that promotional tour starts, man, that's when it gets real.
Popping.
So,
I see Crawford selling T-shirts on his website.
Crawford has his own spot too, up in Omaha. So he has his own spot where he sells all this stuff at. So Crawford doing his thing, man. Crawford is doing his thing. He's a smart businessman. He's doing his thing, man. You know, when he leaves boxing, he ain't gonna never have to return. His kids, and his kids' kids, and his kids, they all gonna have money. Crawford family gonna have money for years to come. So he's doing his thing, man.
Well, so the pivot a little bit, Tim. Let's talk about Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. Now, Tim, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't heard the commentating because when I do fight parties, I have the volume down. That's so I can just focus on the fight. I always do this. And then I went back and rewatched it with the volume down just to look and see, just really, really look and focus on it. Now I'm gonna rewatch the fight again, with the volume. A lot of people said that the commentating, particularly you and Andre Ward. I don't know if they said Drake, but from what I'm hearing, they said that it seemed like the commentating was pro Loma. What say you about that? Because I haven't heard it, but I'm gonna go back and listen to it.
When people don't want to hear what they want to hear, when people have things invested, when people like money, for instance, even they're fan of that person, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. I mean, I could talk about Loma, I could talk about Haney, we can go back and forth, and it ain't never good enough. Right. So, I just pretty much call what I see. Dre was heavy on. I remember listening. Dre was heavy on Haney and what he was doing early on. And then I was talking about speaking on Lomachenko and what he's doing and what I'm going to see or what we possibly may see later in the fight, which end up happening, by the way. So, we mixed it up.
Yeah.
We try not to be as heavy on one fighter. If Dre is heavy on one guy, it was just, I remember the fight beforehand, we had Lopez versus Oscar Valdez. And Dre was heavy on Valdez, but I was talking about Lopez and what he was doing because you got to understand that Lopez has fans too.
Yeah.
And they want to hear some of the things he's doing and what he's doing well.
Right.
And also, when he's landing shots, he's just landed a 4-piece combination. But if nobody's talking about the 4-piece combination, but we keep talking about Oscar Valdez, then that's biasy. That's the bias right there. Is everybody's saying, "Oh, it's so biased, it's so biased." So, we try to mix and match, bro. We try to go, just Dre is heavy on one guy, and I'm heavy on the other guy, and we go back and forth. If there's particular rounds, and you will see, I think it was in like the 4th round where Haney completely won the round. We both was on Haney. And if you go like to the 9th and the 10th round where Loma dominated, we both was on Loma. So, you can't please everybody, man. At the end of the day, I think that this fight, the result of this fight depended basically on what Loma was able to get away with or able to do. So I was really paying attention to what Loma was doing and trying to set up. And I was paying attention to the fact that every time you see Loma pull forward or push forward, that's when things got really dangerous for Haney.
That's true.
When
I know
Loma was on his back foot, Haney was controlling everything. He was controlling the range. He was hitting him with body shots. He was hitting him with counters. He was able to catch Loma in between. When Loma tried to attack, he was able to fight off his back foot and then counter back. So, I was just making it known that, hey, this thing will get interesting later on because Lomachenko was able to close the distance on Haney towards the end of that first round. And I'm like, that's not a good thing for Haney. That's not a good thing at all. Understand this, and I know the strengths and weaknesses of both guys.
Right.
I understand that Haney don't like a whole lot of pressure. He likes to have his space. So when Loma got close, I knew things would get difficult for him. And then I also know that Loma, he doesn't really counterpunch off his back foot. So if you press him back and you're making him react to you, you can dominate him from the outside. You can have the judges or trick the judges that you winning just by bagging them up, throwing punches, whether they landed or not. And the judge is going to be like, oh, okay, he's the aggressor, effective aggression. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, I'm not going to be able to please everybody. You know, same thing with my commentary, same things with my comments that I say. But it is what it is, man. I don't really pay too much attention to it, man. I do read the comments and stuff because I want to know what the fans are saying. But at the end of the day, man, you know, ain't nothing I can do about it, bro.
Hey, Tim, you know, it seemed like that was a very, very pro Loma crowd. You know, I think Devin Haney resides in Las Vegas. You know, I think that's their home they're fighting out of. I know he's not from there, but yet and still. So I think I'm not, you know, it was a pro Loma crowd. I noticed that, you know, they loved Loma. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Tim. You know, I did bring up the fact that, you know, what kind of made me a little upset with you and Teddy Atlas. I feel like I was praising Lomachenko too much, but I'm not gonna lie to you, Tim. I owe you an apology. I saw the white Jesus. I saw the white Jesus moment Saturday when Lomachenko fought Devin Haney, bro. The way he was getting around that weak side and shooting that straight left, he was started timing that Haney in that 10th and 11th round. I looked in the sky. I saw sun rays breaking through the clouds. I saw a halo. I saw a silhouette. I saw the wings. I heard the angels singing hymns. And I'm like, what the hell, bro? The 10th and 11th round, in particular, those two rounds, Lomachenko was throwing punches from some crazy ass angles to the point to where I thought that it was 3 Lomachenkos in there. Yeah. And I saw the look in Devin Haney's eyes. He got real wide-eyed. And that 11th round, he was trying to get the hell up out of there. He was trying to get somewhere, but he couldn't time him. He was throwing punches. Nope. But man, I'm like, oh my, the way he was getting around that weak side. And I said, oh, this what they talking about. Oh, this what, I you know what I mean? This what they talking about. That dude was so light. He's so light on his feet. And I say, man, God damn. Bro, I don't know how Devin Haney made it out of the 11th round. I don't know how he made it out of the 11th round, bro, because he got hit with everything. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. What say you about that? I owe you an apology. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, you know, I saw it. I saw it, bro. I saw it Saturday night, that 10th and 11th round. I'm like, boy, goddamn, boy. What the hell?
Look,
I saw the Matrix. I saw the Matrix.
This is the thing, man. Well, this is what happens. Because I had to live this when I fought Manny Pacquiao in 2012. Yeah. You know, Manny Pacquiao is the type of fighter that mesmerizes the mind of women. And he was legendary. He was a icon. I don't think Loma's on that same level as Pacquiao, but he's damn near. You know, he's known for his footwork. It was a pro Loma crowd, and anything he did, just like in the Pacquiao fight, anything he did, it was praised. Oh my God! Yeah! Wow! Did you see the combination? This and that. Yeah. You know, so this is a similar situation that Haney is going through. Manny Pacquiao, instead of Manny Pacquiao, was Lomachenko, who was the favorite in many people's eyes, in the public eyes, not in the bettor's eyes, but in the public eyes. He was beloved. You know, everybody wanted him to win, especially after that push that Haney did on him. Yeah. Haney instantly became a villain. So, you know, the crowd was pro Lomachenko. But the thing I'm trying to say is that it's easily, when you see Lomachenko do something, your eyes just go directly towards that. Yeah. It's easy for that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, damn, I was so fast. Wow, how did he move like that? Just as you're saying right now. Yeah. But when you're looking at the fight, and this is what these judges were doing, they were looking at the fight. They weren't being mesmerized by what Lomachenko was doing. Mm-hmm. They were looking at the fight, the actual fight, the intricacies going back and forth, you know, by both these guys. There were some, like you said earlier, early rounds, you know, Haney was on top. The later rounds, Lomachenko was on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that. 2 definitive rounds I had for both guys. The rest in between were swing rounds. A lot of them could have went left. It could have went right. It could have went to Haney. It could have went to Lomachenko.
Yeah.
It just depended on what the judges wanted to see. You understand? What the judges was looking at the end of the day. And obviously they was looking at those body shots that Haney was landing, and they was looking at Haney being the aggressor, coming forward, dictating the pace. You know what I mean? So he got the nod for some of those rounds. And the scorecards, I thought the fight was a draw. People saying I'm retracting what I said. I ain't retract anything because I ain't never said who I thought won. Not 1 second did I say on the broadcast, oh man, Lomachenko should have won, or oh man, Haney won the fight. I didn't say anything about the decision. All I said is that, dang, this sucks because I know what this young man's gonna have to go through now. He got this close decision, but I know what's coming next. His name's gonna get drugged through the mud. People gonna call him a fake champion.
Yeah.
I've experienced this.
Yeah.
This is gonna suck for him. You know what I mean? Because a win is not gonna feel like a win for Haney. You know? And I see people coming out the woodwork and they taking Haney's they jumping on Haney and saying that he won the fight. I get that, but it ain't a whole lot of people.
Yeah,
it's not a whole lot of people saying that.
Yeah.
So, I know what he's gonna deal with. So like Haney won the fight, but his stock somewhat dropped because people don't believe in him. People thought that Lomachenko won the fight. So it's hard. It's gonna be hard for Haney, man, moving forward. It is. And that's the reason why I keep saying rematch. They gotta do a rematch. And I understand that Haney is a big guy and he's outgrown the weight class or whatever. You made it, Haney. You made it this time, you made it look easy. Go ahead and do it again. And trust me, Haney will be a better fighter from the first time. No doubt. Because when he fought Kambosos, he came with a different game plan and he was able to execute that.
Right.
And look even better. I think he can do the same thing with Lomachenko. He can come back and look even better than he did this time and dominate Lomachenko in good fashion to where everybody will say, oh yeah, he won this fight, no doubt about it.
Tim, so a lot of people, it's amazing you said that because a lot of people say robbery. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I saw Lomachenko cry in the back, when it was over with. And a lot of people felt like he won that fight. When I didn't score the fight, but when I initially watched it and it was over with, I said Lomachenko won that fight 7 rounds to 5. I said that, when I saw it, for me, it was clear. I'm saying right after the fight, I picked Loma to win. I said, I didn't score the fight, but I said, man, I got Loma. I said, I got Loma winning that fight. Because it was a lot of stuff he did that just jumped out to me during the fight. I saw what Devin was doing, but it just jumped out to me. But what happened was I went back and I rewatched it. When I rewatched it, I scored it a draw. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so I said in order for what I didn't agree with, I didn't agree with the unanimous decision. I felt like that if anyone that was going to win this fight, it should have been a split decision. That's the only thing that I have. And then the 116-112 by Dave Moretti, I don't know what he was looking at, but that's how he saw it. But I just felt like that fight was so good and it was so close that no one saw it could have been a split, whether it was for Haney or for Lomachenko. But other than that, that's it. A lot of people felt like it was a robbery. A lot of people saying that if you don't believe that Lomachenko got robbed, you know what I mean, you're biased. Paulie Malignaggi said that that hey, if you gave Devin Haney more than 6 rounds, then you were a scumbag and this stuff there, yada 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 yada. You wanted the white guy, you was happy that the white guy lost and stuff like that. So my thing is that's his take on it. But a lot of people feel now that's what he said. I did a video on it. But a lot of people, he said he did an interview with Fight Hype. That's what he said. Exactly what he said, word for word, literally. So a lot of people feel that Lomachenko got robbed, and they feel that the judges got paid off. Paulie also said that Devin Haney re-signed with Top Rank 2 days before the fight. So the powers that be in boxing felt that, hey, man, we feel good that a young fighter can continue to hold the belts and win this fight. It'd be better for a young fighter to win it like a Devin Haney versus an older fighter than Lomachenko. And this is why the business of boxing came in and gave the fight to Devin Haney. How do you feel about that? Do you feel the same way, or do you see some kind of validity to that, or you think it's just?
Man, come on, man. Man, come on, man. And I like Paulie, man, but he be tripping sometimes, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. He be tripping. I mean, what does race have to do with anything in this, man? I don't understand why everybody. That's the first thing people turn to is race, bro. Like seriously, it has nothing to do with that. Boxing, bro. It's about the skills. That's what it's about. The skills. Not about race. So at the end of the day, we can throw that away. Now, I haven't heard anything about some signing, re-signing, this guy re-signing.
Right.
When I heard up in the lead up in this fight, they said that this was his last fight with Top Rank. That's what I heard.
Yeah, me
his
too.
last fight with Top Rank. That's it. That's it. So he's free. He gone. You know what I mean? I ain't heard nothing to say, oh, he re-signed 2 days or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the inside. You already know me. I'm in the inside. I listen. I keep my ears open. I ask questions. And he ain't resigned. That's a lie. And then, as far as the judges go, this is the problem. And this is why everybody's saying robbery, is because of that 116, 112. Now, if it was 115, 113, just like the other two judges, I think it would have been fine. But the fact is that it was 116, 112, and it was the 10th round that Dave Moretti gave to freaking Haney.
He didn't win that round. Yeah, he didn't win that round.
Yes, clearly didn't win. And so that's the funny business right there, where they're saying, "Wait, how did you call that for Haney?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't get it. Lomachenko completely dominated the round, and that's what has everyone puzzled, man. That right there, not the 115, 112.
Mm-hmm.
The 115, 112 to me was perfect. One of those rounds could have swayed it towards Loma or Haney. Could have went to Haney and would have ended up being a draw. But check this out, though, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Why does Lomachenko always lose the last round? Why the hell does Lomachenko always lose the last round?
Man.
Didn't he learn from the damn Lopez fight? He didn't learn?
Yeah.
Bruh, he lost the last round. Finish strong. Start how you finish. You finish how you start. That's how it goes. Everybody know that. You finish strong every time. It don't matter if you think you got something won. You always finish strong. He didn't finish strong. If he would have finished strong, it would have been a draw. No, he wouldn't have won the championship. He wouldn't have won it, but it would have been a draw, and then he probably would have got a rematch. Or he wouldn't have suffered a loss, or Haney would have moved up to 140. Those belts would have been released, and he could have been in line to fight one of those belts and see if he could fight for an undisputed championship against somebody else. That's what could have happened. But he lost the last round, and I'm like, wow, like what? How?
Yeah.
He did the same thing against damn Lopez. The same thing. And then in the press conference, he admitted to it.
Yeah, he admitted
to it. So shameful.
He did admit to it, Tim. The thing is this. This is the thing, right? You know what I don't like about boxing is this. These fans, a lot of fans, they flip-flop. Now, for years we've been hearing that Top Rank don't know how to promote black fighters and this and that, yada, 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 right? And then now Teofimo Lopez comes out and says, hey, Top Rank only want to focus on the black fighters. So you got fans of Teofimo playing the race card saying that with Top Rank only want to focus on black fighters. So they're playing the race card, his fans. And then the people who hated Top Rank, who said Bob was slave mouse and this and that, Top Rank plantation, until when Devin Haney went over there, then he wasn't that anymore. Coming from that group, I'm showing the hypocrisy in those guys. Then they say, well, he don't know how to promote the black fighters. So it's like, okay, it's like it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Top Rank don't know how to promote black fighters. They don't focus on the black fighters. They only care about Eastern European fighters and Hispanic fighters. But then you have an Hispanic fighter in Teofimo Lopez saying the total opposite. My question is, which one is it?
Which one is it?
Yeah, which one is
it? Man,
it?
Top Rank is listen, Top Rank is just like any business. They about that money. They're about that bread. That's what they're about. It don't matter black, white, whatever color you are, green, purple. It don't matter, man. If you can fight and you can generate buzz and get in there and win, shoot, they willing to sign you. At the end of the day, man. So I don't agree with all these narratives about Top Rank. I don't agree all these narratives about any of these promotional companies out there, man. Because if you really realize, you got to think about this. Out of all those Olympians that just came through, they all signed with Top Rank.
Osama top.
Every last one of them.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean your Keyshawn Davises. You had
Shakur.
what's that boy name? Shakur Stevenson. What's this guy name? Abdullah Mason. All these guys. He wasn't an Olympian, but I'm just saying there's a lot of brothers with top rank. I don't understand what they talking about. I don't get it. You know, you got Troy Isley with them. You know, like so on and so forth, bro. So I don't get it, man. I think that they see what these fighters see, or the brothers see is they see ESPN, the big platform.
Right.
They see the credibility. They see the credibility of Top Rank and how far Top Rank and how long Top Rank's been in the business. Mm-hmm. That's what they see. Top Rank built Floyd Mayweather.
That's
and
true.
Floyd Mayweather, or Pretty Boy, I should say, Pretty Boy. And then, after, when Pretty Boy went to Money Mayweather, it was a different story. But I'm just saying, they built him. They built De La Hoya. They built so many different champions out there. And so they have the credibility. So a lot of these young fighters, they say, man, hey, I want to be with Top Rank. I want to go with Top Rank. I want to go with Top Rank and Bob Arum. And as you can see, these guys, they getting built, man. Even a guy like Nico Ali Walsh is being built. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been built. He's been taken care of. So I don't know. They can miss me with that, man. Teo, this is what Teo has to understand. Teo has to understand that, bruh, if you wasn't all over the damn place, it'd be easy to promote you. Every time you open your mouth, you put your foot in your mouth. That's the problem, Teo. You put your foot in your mouth every time you speak. Bruh, you have to get it together. You get it together, then everything else will work. You win the fights and look impressive, then everything else will go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? If the product ain't looking good, how the hell can you sell a product when it ain't looking good? Or talking good? You know what I'm saying? Or saying things good or speaking good to the public. This dude, man, I'm telling you, man, he done lost his damn mind, Teo has, and he needs to get it together. He got one of the biggest fights of his career coming up.
Yeah, Josh
One
Taylor.
of the biggest opportunities.
Yeah.
And Josh Taylor.
Yeah.
If he ain't all the way focused, man, he gonna get stopped. He gotta be all the way focused, dialed in. Forget all the bull crap outside the ring and focus on this fight, man. And he can change the trajectory of his career. Man, you know what I'm saying? Because
I'm not gonna lie to him. I kind of, not to cut you off. I kind of like what's my name? Who's Teofimo fighting? Josh Taylor.
Josh Taylor.
Yeah, man. I kind of like Josh Taylor in this fight, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
I do too. I like Josh Taylor too. And I said if he's not all the way focused, he could get stopped by Josh Taylor. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think Taylor can compete, but he got to be all the way focused. He can't be all over the place mentally, man. He be in there. I don't know what he be in there reciting, man. He be in the meetings reciting our scripture. Then he'll put God in it, and then he'll go from God to like talking about the kids, and then he's all over the place. You don't understand. He's all over the place when he's sitting down talking to us, and it's like, bro, like, wait, where are you, man? Like, I had one of my partners had to walk out of the meeting because he was just like, man, I'm not finna sit in here and listen to this garbage.
The thing is this, Tim. I think the worst thing, this is my opinion, and I could be wrong, but I think the worst thing that happened to Teofimo was that he beat Vasily Lomachenko. When he has not been the same since he won that fight. Ever since he won that fight, I remember him and his dad went on a world tour. They went to talking about, you remember this? Hold on, Tim, you remember this?
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats.
They were saying that, we motivate the greats. We the first to do it at Undisputed. We motivated Canelo to become undisputed. They went on a tour. We got Maluma, J Balvin, Bad Bunny, J-Lo. I'm like, these dudes, they went on a worldwide celebration. Of course, I'm being facetious, but you get what I'm saying, though. They was everywhere. The team takeover, and then, they went to Triller, and Triller won the purse bid, and everybody was happy. And then damn near a year went by. He finally gets in the ring. Eddie Hearn ended up winning the purse bid and getting the fight. He loses to George Kambosos. And man, and then it was what I noticed with Teofimo is, and there's no accountability. And what I noticed, it seems like there's a sense of entitlement and there's no accountability. And when you see men who they have no accountability, it's never their fault. It's Timothy Bradley's fault. It's my mother's fault. It's my father's fault. It's the white man's fault. It's the black man's fault. It's this guy's fault. It's that guy's fault. It's everybody's fault but your own. And when you have people who wake up in the morning and look themselves in the mirror every day and they always find fault in everyone else for why they didn't succeed at something, that's a problem. Because now you're in denial.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. When Teo lost those belts to Kambosos and Loma fell out and Haney came in, I mean, Teo's still salty about that. He's still salty about that. And because he lost some titles to Kambosos, I believe Loma, he would have been okay if Loma would have won those titles, you know, but he's not happy that Haney won those titles because you got to understand they come from around the same time,
right?
You know, in the amateurs together, you know, and he don't want anybody to outdo him or outshine him. So Haney's getting attention. Teo's not getting the attention that he feels that he deserves. Teo also, like you said, when that whole situation happened, it was part Top Rank's fault and it was part Teo's fault. It was both of them. You know what I'm saying? It was just bad business to begin with. You know, you got to understand that Teo was going to get, and I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to tell the truth. You got to understand that Teo was only going to get, I think it was like, he just got 1.25 or 1.2 or 1.5 for Haney.
Okay.
I mean, for Lomachenko. That's how much he got. And he was going to fight George Kambosos for the same amount of money that he just fought Lomachenko for. And he wasn't feeling that at all. And at the time, Top Rank wasn't really budging on it. They asked, you know, they asked me, and I was just like, look, that's a raise. Because you're fighting George Kambosos, nobody knows who he is, and you're getting the same amount of money that you're getting from Lomachenko. He was just like, but we are the undisputed champion. We should be getting more money. Yes, he's right. You should be getting more money,
right?
You know, at the end of the day. And maybe the Top Rank and him could have negotiated a little bit more. But Teo already, because I talked to Teo, he already had this deal in motion with Triller.
Yeah.
He already had it in motion already. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to him on the side. He told me like, hey, look, Triller's going to offer me this much money. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of bread. And, you know, at the time, again, I told him, I was like, I don't think that's a good idea, but you do what you do. You know what I mean? Because I know in this business, you don't want to ruffle feathers, man.
Right.
If you ruffle feathers, bro, in this business, when you in bed with one promoter and you ruffle the business stuff, bro, things get a little bumpy, bro. Karma is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And it's going to come back and bite you in the behind. So when he made that move, oh, it was fantastic. It was great. But then COVID happened. Then the date changed. Then another date changed. And then Triller lost their damn mind, don't know anything about boxing. You know what I'm saying? Spent up all their money, or they didn't make they made a whole lot of money, then they blew it all.
Right.
Because they paying all these fighters crazy money. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he loses to Kambosos and things start going down south for him.
Yeah.
You know, let's say he wasn't healthy, or whatever it was. It doesn't matter. He fought Kambosos, healthy or not, and he ended up losing. And that's where the downward spiral started happening, bro. You know, from what you just said, from taking that deal, not negotiating with TR, losing to Kambosos, beating Lomachenko. He thought he was on top of the world, just like any other athlete. I just beat the best fighter in the world. Think about that.
Right.
Now I should get $10 million. That ain't how the business go, bro. You ain't gonna get no $10 million. You beat Lomachenko. You beat one guy. You don't make $10 million right out the gate or $5 million right out the gate, bro. You're not that popular. You're not that popular.
I mean, but that's what I was saying, Tim. Like, you know, it was just a lot. You know, we the takeover, baby. You know, this and that. We team takeover, and this how we do it, baby. You know, we can show you guys how it's done. So basically, because Tim, break this down. Check this out. Devin Haney has to be the luckiest guy in the world. For him to be the undisputed lightweight champion of the world right now is a miracle. And I'm gonna tell you where I'm going at with this. He went from being signed, he went from not having a belt to Lomachenko getting elevated to the franchise belt, which I call the French fries belt. And then Devin Haney got elevated to Loma's belt, the WBC Super. Now I don't know what happened with that. Some say he paid for that belt. Whatever. I don't know the backstory on that, but it's a lot about behind that. So, anyways, but he was on the outside looking in. He was with the zone. I even heard that Bob Arum told him. He said, "You know what, kid? You signed to the wrong promoter, and he'll never get those fights over there Top Rank." But now he ends up leaving the zone, signing with Top Rank. Lomachenko was supposed to be the one to fight George Kambosos, you know what I mean, for the belts. But then Lomachenko decides to stay in Ukraine, and then insert Devin Haney, and he fights George Kambosos twice. So he gets the 3 belts plus the franchise belt that George Kambosos has on top of the WBC super belt that he had, and now he became the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Fought this guy twice, and then he just fought Lomachenko. So do you think that plays a part in why maybe Teofimo is probably feeling some type of way about, well, Bob, he only wants to focus on the black fighters. You can have them. Do you think that play a part in it as well? Like, look how that worked out. There's no way in the hell this guy, Devin Haney, is supposed to be undisputed, being that the path that he had to go down in order to get there.
That's the way God intended it to be
to
begin with. You know, I always say, man, look, if you stay focused and you stay true to yourself, and you stay close to God, bro, anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. And God made a way out of no way. And Haney ended up getting what he actually wanted and he desired, and what he's always desired. I remember this kid way back in 2012 when he fought on my card with Manny Pacquiao, bro. I remember having a conversation with him, a brief conversation. The kid was focused. He was determined. He was with Eddie Hearns. He had a couple of fights there. Good fights, got paid a lot of money. You know, understand this kid was 21 years old and he's a millionaire already. Right. 21, a millionaire already, bro. Like, he the youngest one of the crop. Crop, I believe it was 2016 crop or whatever. He's the youngest one. The youngest one. Making tons of money. And now he's the undisputed champion. You know, but yes, there's some hate. There's some jealousy going on the side of Lopez. No doubt about it, bro. You know, because he is no longer the guy. Just put it this way. You know how Lopez was the guy at TR at 135.
Yeah, he was. That was my favorite fight at 135.
He was the guy. He was the guy. But then you go sign his arch nemesis, who is Devin Haney, who he's had words with, and you know, they never saw eye to eye.
Never saw eye to eye,
Yeah. So, you know, you know Lopez is gonna get upset about it. The fact that, you know, Top Rank signed Haney, and now Haney's getting the opportunity to fight Lomachenko and fight Kambosos for those belts. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't get the chance to do it. You know, there's gonna be some jealousy, man. No doubt about it. And so that's what it is. He's jealous. The attention is not on him. If the attention was on Lopez, he'd be cool, but it's not on Lopez anymore. It's not on him anymore. I'm sorry, it's not. His last 2 performances that he's had were mediocre performances, you know. And if he was to do what he's supposed to do, and I know he got a knockout in his first performance or whatever against a relatively unknown guy, but this last performance that he had, he didn't need a knockout, but he needed to look good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I thought, just like many, I thought that he had lost the fight. He got dropped in the fight, man. Yeah. He got dropped in the fight.
I thought he lost that fight.
I
thought he lost that fight,
making him look silly.
I still thought
he's making him look silly. He was outboxing him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So he lost a lot of his luster, and he's having a hard time with that.
So he's saying that he's leaving Top Rank and stuff like that. I don't want to really make it about him, but tell me do you think this is a fair assessment? I see 2 fighters. Now I see 2 fighters. I see Devin Haney and Terence Crawford. Now, this is the crazy part about it. Haney is probably, I don't want to use the word hate, but he's disliked by a lot of people. You have Tank Davis fans that don't like him. You have Teofimo Lopez fans that don't like him. You have Ryan Garcia fans that don't like him. Of course, you have, especially now, Lomachenko fans don't like him. And he just have a lot of people that don't like him for whatever the reason may be. He's pillow fist, email champ. He's not a real fighter. You know, they hate this guy. I want to pivot to Crawford. Crawford was hated like that, but it was hated from the same group of people who supports Devin Haney. The same group of people who said that Top Rank was a plantation and Bob Arum was a slave owner and Crawford was a coon and Top Rank Toby because he was signed to Top Rank. But when Devin Haney became a member of Top Rank, signed to them, those very same people who called Crawford all of these racial names for being with Top Rank did not have that same energy for Devin Haney. And I know why. I do understand why, because his father does a lot of interviews with those guys and made a pact with those guys. I do get it. But it just amazes me that now that Crawford is with PBC, according to the reports, if those reports are true, he has a multi-fight deal or in line, they haven't signed yet with the PBC. Now that he's over there with them, do you foresee him still being hated as much in the past, or will some boxing fans still give him love? Or will those same guys who just hated him yesterday say, well, we don't give a damn who we still can't stand him? You know what I mean? What say you about that?
Man, look, I don't know. And I can just tell you this, Crawford don't give a damn either.
No, he doesn't. No, you're right. He
I
doesn't.
don't know, and Crawford don't give a damn, man.
He doesn't.
People gonna say whatever they're gonna create their own narrative, and that's fine. You know, you gotta understand that everybody have an opinion, man. And once you realize that everyone has an opinion, and once you realize that you as an individual person, you have an opinion as well, then you're able to live with it, man. You're able to live with anything anybody ever can say about you, bro. You're able to live with it. Their opinion doesn't mean that they're right. It's just their opinion. It's just the way they view things. They're coming from their point of view, coming from their lifestyle and how they view things, you know, and, you know, you don't have to necessarily respect it, but you definitely gonna hear it.
Yeah.
You know, I get the same type of treatment, bro. The same treatment. Coon this, coon that. Bro, buck dancing. Oh my God, he tap dancing again, so on and so forth like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. It don't bother me at all, man, because I'm living a great life. My family's good. My kids are healthy. I'm blessed to be where I'm at today. I work my behind off. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those people that are saying that either or they work for themselves on the street, doing a little street hustling, or believe it or not, they work for the white man. They work for a white man. Believe it or not, they do. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know that. Those are keyboard warriors, man. We can't be worrying about no keyboard warriors, bro. Yeah. We just gotta keep doing what we do, and that's it, man. And keep being successful, bro. Keep being successful. Keep your head down and keep going.
What say you about after this Crawford Spence is over with? I'm happy. I'm hoping like hell I'm happy that this fight is really happening, because this is going to add a lot of clarity to a lot of things. People who are Team Spence need to see some clarity and closure. People who Team Crawford need to see clarity and closure. You know what I mean? Once this is over with, what say you about so far the state of boxing? You know, how are you liking? What do you like about 2023 so far this year, Tim? It seems like we're getting some good. Fights. And Crawford and Spence is the icing on the cake for me, but it seems like we're getting some good fights right now so far. What say you about that?
We're killing it, man. Boxing ain't dead, bro. Boxing ain't gonna never die.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta understand, if you follow the history, man, and you do your research, man, boxing has always been similar to this way. Boxing's been dying since the 80s, dying since the 90s, dying since every year somebody say boxing's dying. No, if you have the right product, if you have the right fighters fighting each other, man, we always gonna be around. There's no doubt about it. So the fact that we now are getting another undisputed championship and Crawford and Spence, that's another fight that all the fight fans want to see.
Right.
I hope we can get. I'm still being hopeful we can get Usyk and Fury into the ring and get a heavyweight undisputed champion of the world. I mean, man, we are headed in the right direction, bro. I mean, if you got to look at the last 3 years, man, and how many undisputed champions that we've had.
Yeah. Well, you know, the Teofimo, he kind of motivated everyone to do that. You know what I mean? So we got to give credit to him. If it wasn't for him, that wouldn't. No, I'm just joking.
Nah, I'm like, you should have saw my face. I was just like, nah. Lomachenko was the guy that was after the 4 belts. He was the guy that was after the 4 belts. Loma was that guy.
Did you think
it wasn't Teo?
Do you think now that Devin Haney is a free agent? I mean, Bill Haney did clarify on the LDBC channel that they haven't signed anything. You know what I mean? And they haven't re-signed the Top Rank. So that dispels of the myth that the reason why Bob Arum and Top Rank decided to rob Lomachenko for the benefit of Devin Haney because he was a younger fighter and Loma's the older fighter. Now that he hasn't re-signed with them, where do you see what do you see his next move being? Do you think he'll go back to the negotiating table with Top Rank and re-sign with them, or do you think he'll just maybe go back to Eddie Hearn? What do you see?
It just depends on where the money's at. Depends on where the belts are at. If he moves up to 140, Top Rank got a plethora of 140. They got a lot of 140s. They got Josh Taylor, who was the undisputed champion at 140 pounds. If he goes up to 140 and he beats Josh Taylor, dude, the kid would be a 25 or 26-year-old in the Hall of Fame already. He just beat Josh Taylor, who was the undisputed champion. He just beat Lomachenko. Yeah. Come on, man. He went to George Kambosos' hometown in his own country and defended the title. Like, he's already making a case to be in the Hall of Fame already, and he's not even in the prime of his career yet. That tells you where Devin Haney's going to be going. So if Lopez can beat, if Taylor can beat Lopez,
right?
Haney moves up and he faces
Josh Taylor.
Josh Taylor or Lopez, either or, because I would love to see that fight, and I would love to see that more than I would love to see
the backstory.
Hey, that's hot. We just put together a fight right there, man. If Lopez somehow wins this fight against Taylor, wins those belts, and then he fights Haney, oh my God. Madison Square Garden, bruh, no doubt about it, they'll sell that thing out because there's so much hate there from one another.
Right.
So much hate.
The backstory.
You have it there.
The backstory, you got. I call Teofimo Lopez Sr. I call him T Diddy because he remind me of P Diddy, all in the videos, singing, dancing. He don't never let his artists be artists. He's supposed to be the executive producer, but he got to be all in the camera. They asked his son a question and he answered it for him and stuff like that. So you got T Diddy, you know what I mean? You got Bill Haney, I call him Dollar Bill. So T Diddy and Dollar Bill. Then you got the Takeover. Then you got Devin the Dream Haney. You get what I'm saying? And just that backstory.
He got his daddy. No, he got his daddy too.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Dollar Bill. I call Bill Haney Dollar Bill. So we got Bill Haney. So he gonna be talking trash. You know what I mean? They got their group. They roll with online on YouTube. And then Teofimo, he gonna be talking trash, bro. Like just the backstory of that alone, I think that's gonna make it a big fight. If I'm Devin Haney, this what I say to provoke it. I say, dude, you was never really undisputed. I was the real undisputed. If you look in the history books, now you were ESPN undisputed. You had the French fries belt. Like I would literally antagonize him. Like they need to hire me, man. If they hire me, man, just to Tim, I'm telling you, just to take Brian Custer's spot just for one day, Brian. Brian, I got this, baby boy. I got this. Hey, look here, man. Now, Teofimo sources say that you really wasn't undisputed. You had a French fries belt, a special designation belt. What say you about that? Because Devin Haney, according to what the sources say, he is the real undisputed champion, and you were the fake undisputed champion. So what say you about that? I just to spice it up. You know what I mean? Hey, Tim, just to spice it up a little bit, Hey, I'm trying to tell you, but just to spice it up a little bit, boy, I'm trying to tell you, I have Teofimo 30. He'll be 30 hot. What say you about, we got Cool Boy Stealth in a New Way to Monster fight coming up, I think right before Crawford Spence, like a few days before or something like that on a Tuesday. What you think about that fight?
Good fight.
Too close. It's too close to call because Styles make fights.
Nah, I don't think it's too close to call. I think the lack of power of Cool Boy, and I see his technique kind of fade as the fight goes on. I think Inoue being the sharper puncher, he's going to be the aggressor, of course. I think he's just going to be too much. I think he's going to be too much, man. This is a guy that carries his technique and his power all the way through the fight. It's not like it's just like the first half of the fight. It's all the way through the fight. I think he just has too much. I think he just has too much for Cool Boy. I really do. I think he has too much for Fulton. It will be interesting early on. Fulton is quick. He does have some good, I would say, some good reactions and good counter-punching ability. But after seeing Inoue, man, it's just too much, man. He's just too sharp with his tools. And I think he's going to stop him. I really do. I think he's going to stop him. He's going to catch him. He's going to stop him.
Damn, but I ain't gonna lie, man. If he stops Steph, if he can stop Cool Boy, I'll be shocked. I'll be like, because Cool Boy has very, very good. He has excellent footwork, but Inoue has good footwork as well. You know what I mean?
His balance is no joke.
Yeah, his balance.
His balance is no joke. His balance is no joke. His footwork. He don't waste a whole lot of move. He don't have a whole lot of moving and wasted movement.
He don't waste punches neither.
No, he doesn't. He's sharp. He's sharp with it too. So he cold on the counter too. Cold on the counter, cold punching in between. And again, Cool will have some success, but again, it's that power, man. It's that power, that snap, that it's just different, man. Like I remember thinking that I was an athlete going into the ring against Pacquiao, and it just felt different. He just felt it was just like a lot of tension in his punches, bro. Like tension. Every single round, a lot of tension. And when he would throw shots, it was like bullets, bro. It was like poof, poof, poof. I can literally hear him whistling past my ears. Like that. Yeah. Those are the type of punches that Inoue is gonna be throwing, bro. He's gonna be throwing
a lot of
every single round.
You know what, Tim? A lot of people. I have a couple more for you. A lot of people felt that Devin Haney was going to get robbed. The pivot back to Haney was going to get robbed against Lomachenko, and then those very same people, when Devin Haney got the benefit of the doubt and got the decision, a lot of people were shocked. But it just goes to show you, judges. What do I don't know. I don't know if you know the answer to this. But what type of training do judges have to go through in order to be chosen for a fight? Do they, like during the fight, do they wear earplugs? Or when judges are getting chosen throughout your career, do you know, hey, okay, I'm fighting this guy. I know what these judges like. They like fighters more who fights on the front foot and put the effort in, versus these judges, they pretty much appreciate the sweet science a little bit more and being very defensively sound and stuff like that. Do fighters change their style according to who they know who they know the judges are going to be for the fight? Because you know what certain judges look for and how they're going to score it based on what they see?
Damn right, I did. You'll be a fool not to.
Okay.
I did. You'll be a fool not to do that, because you got to understand that, like, they have preference. These judges, like, you understand the rules of how to judge a fight. Of course, you know the knockdowns or whatever, and 1 point goes to the other guy. So, like 10-point must system. A knockdown happens, now it's a 10-8 round or whatever. Another knockdown happens, it's a 10-7 round. If you're winning the first half of the round and you get knocked down, it's instead of an 8-10 round, it's a 9-10 round, not in your favor, but for the other guy. Like, you understand that, right?
Yeah, I understand.
But then you have effective aggression that goes along with that. Effective aggression. Then you have defense. They also give points for defense. They also look at defense, effective aggression, knockdowns, and it was one more that they thought they always look at. Effective punches. Effective punching. Also, another criteria. So what I used to do is go that once I got my judges, and I know the judges from, if I'm going to Vegas on a fight, and I know the judges that they have and they usually use for big fights, I'll go on BoxRec and I'll see how they judge certain fights. I'll look at certain fights, you know what I mean? I know the styles of the guys, and I'll see who they favor. Oh, he favors the boxing. Okay, cool. Most of the time when I remember when I was in England, I had a Mexican judge. A Mexican judge, when I fought in England against Junior Witter, I said, you know what? It's a Mexican judge. I got to pressure.
Right.
I got to pressure. And on the back end of that fight, I pressured. And I ended up winning that fight by 1 point because of the Mexican judge, believe it or not.
Wow.
Because of the Latin judge, I won the fight. And I should have won it by a couple of points or whatever. But because of his style, they like pressure fighters.
Right.
Boom. I'm in there. Pressure fighter. It was weird. It was one time that was weird because I had Julie Letterman. She liked the boxer. I think she had picked what fight was it? Oh man, it was a Bernard Hopkins fight. And he was facing somebody. I forget who it is off the top of the head. And I'm like, and I studied her fight and Bernard won, and it was like somewhat of a controversy.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people didn't think that Bernard won the fight, but
Right.
she had picked Bernard. And I was like, oh, she likes boxers. Oh, okay. So she judged my fight. I believe it was with Chavez, Diego Chavez. She judged my fight. So I was pressuring a bit, but then I was boxing off the back foot, and I was countering, and and I was lighting them up, bro. I won that fight, no doubt about mine. I won that fight without a doubt. Many people watching thought I won the fight, but the fight ended up being a draw. To get along, Julie Letterman, who likes the boxer, she the one that made it a draw, pretty much. Made it a draw because she didn't give me the rounds that I was boxing. So it's hit and miss, my dude. Sometimes you can nail it, sometimes you don't. But I would tell fighters out there, if you can know your judges, if you win big fights, if you know your judges and you know what type of style that they look for, you should try to do it and implement it in the fight. It will definitely help you.
I remember what you told. I remember what you told me. This is the last question before you go. I remember what you told me. Last time you was on the show, you said that the guy whose name is on the card first is the A side. And I noticed that the guy with the Spence Crawford fight, Spence's name is on there first. And I remember when I was in Omaha, I was actually riding, just sitting outside in the parking lot with Bud. Was sat in this thing. I think we was in this car. No, we wasn't in this car. We was outside, and I told him, "What is it?" I asked him. I said, "What is your mindset when you go into a fight?" And you know how Bud is. You're like, well, I just take what the fighter gives me. You know what I mean? Read them. He didn't really say much, but he was like, I read them very well, and I pretty much can figure out what is it that they're trying to do. You know what I mean? After filling them out a little bit, once I figure out what they're trying to do, then I know what to take away, what I'm gonna be able to take away and stuff like that. Errol Spence is the house fighter. Terence Crawford is not a PBC fighter. He's walking into the Lion's Den, fighting Errol Spence for the first time in Vegas. I think Bud fought in Vegas before, but I don't think Spence has fought in Vegas before. But I could be wrong, but I'm just saying since he's been a headliner and stuff like that. What is the mindset that Crawford must have going into this ring? Because I'm pretty sure, the referees are going to be, they're going to lean probably more towards the A side, PBC event, Showtime event. You got an outsider coming in. What is his mindset? Judges, what is it? What should be his mindset knowing that he's walking into the Lion's Den?
What it always is. What it always is. Knock that motherfucker out. What it always is. That's Crawford. That's the difference between Crawford and everybody. It don't matter what round. If he got time, he trying to knock you out. He ain't playing with you.
Yeah.
He ain't finna sit here and dance with you for 12 rounds. If he can knock you out, he gonna knock you out. I remember when he fought against Benavidez, the older brother.
Right.
Not the big one, the younger one, the younger looking one.
Jose.
Yeah.
That's the older one.
He looking for the knockout.
He the one that played. He played in Rocky. Creed.
Yeah. He hit him with that uppercut. I think it was 11th or 12th round. He hit him with that uppercut, man, and it was all she wrote.
12th round.
Yeah, 12th round. So he's always looking for the knockout, man. Always. Everybody want to know who he looked at when they said when he was like, "Am I down or up?" He looked at me, right?
No, for real.
Yeah, he looked at me, bro.
Yeah, I didn't
he
know
looked
that.
at me. Everybody saying, "Oh, who he looking at? Who he looking at?" Dog, he looked at me and he said, "Am I up?" I said, "You ain't up." I was like, shit. Hey,
he
Charles
said,
Porter doing his thing.
yeah, he said, how? You know what I mean? I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. He
So
said, how?
yeah, so
I said, I just looked at him like this. I said, I put my finger down like this, like, you know, facing down. You know how you put thumbs up? I put it down like that. I said, you down, dog. You down. And he came out, man, and it was all over, bro. It was all over. He turned it up.
Man.
Unreal. But it was me.
I didn't know that
he
because
looked at me.
Because he was looking around in the corner, and Bomac was like, "Bud, pay attention, Bud, pay attention." And then Saul was like, "Yeah, you're down, you're down." They say you're down. He said, "How?" Then he looked around. So when he was looking around, he was looking at you. I was trying to figure out what he was looking at because he wasn't looking at his trainers when he looked around.
No, he looked at me. He looked at me. Man, look, all these fighters, it's crazy, man, because all these fighters look at me, bro. I don't know why. But they all look at me, and all I do is I look at them like I just put my eyes open like this. And Bud at that time, he was the only one that asked me like, "Am I up or down like that?" And I'm like, "Shit, you down? Yeah. You want to know? You down, bro?" And he just turned it up. But I had like Nico. Nico this past week was looking at me. You know what I'm saying? And he was looking at me like I was supposed to give him advice. I'm like, "Bro, I can't help you." Like, I'm looking at you like, "Huh? What you want? I can't tell you nothing. You better listen to your corner."
Yeah.
You know. A lot of these fighters, they look over at me because I'm looking at them. I'm looking at their eyes. I'm looking at their demeanor. I'm looking at both corners. I'm going back and forth. I'm looking at the other corner, and I'm like, okay, what is he doing? All right, got his arms up on the ropes. Nah, he looking a bit tired, you know, because I got to observe. But it was crazy to me when Crawford looked over at me, and the first time he's ever done that, first time, he just said, man, he looked at me and I said, huh? He said, I'm up. And I was like, I read his mouth. I said, no, you down. You down on the scorecard, buddy. And after that, it was a wrap. It was a wrap after that. So
where does Lomachenko go from here, in your opinion, Tim?
130.
Go down to 130?
He can go down to 130. Yeah, because he can't beat anybody else at 135. He can't beat the top guys there. He ain't gonna beat no Shakur, and he for damn sure ain't gonna beat no Tank. So, and he's not going to fight Tank. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. So why don't he go down to 130 and try to get all the straps there? I mean, that makes sense. They got a lot of young guys, man. Morataya is another guy that's a beast. Mm-hmm. You got Keyshawn Davis at 35, you know, another beast.
Yeah.
You got Dola Mason, like all these guys, and Dola Mason is younger, but there's a lot of talent at 135 that will give Lomachenko a run for his money. So drop down to 130. You want that undisputed championship of the world, bro? See if you can do it at 130, not 135.
Man, Tim, thank you so much for taking the time out to call. I know you took the time out. Is there anything else that you want to say? Any parting words, Tim, before I let you
go? Just everybody keep my motherfucking name in your mouth. Keep your name in your mouth. Hey, bro. It don't. Hey, you already know, man. You already know. Hey, it don't matter whether you're talking good or bad. It's all love, baby. At the end of the day, you may not think you a fan, but you are a fan.
You sound like Don King. Don King said, "All publicity is good publicity, baby. As long as they talking about you. As long as they talking about you."
All love, Coach. Well, you, man, it's been cool, man. Thanks for reaching out, B. All right.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Timothy Bradley, man. Tim, thank you so much, brother.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Timothy Bradley on the phone, man. That was a good interview, man. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. As a matter of fact, hold on. Before I answer any calls, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I'm not answering the call right now. I'm not answering any calls right now. But before we do, y'all got to get the lights up. We got 700 people in here and less than 400 likes. We need 60 more likes. Anybody that don't hit the like button, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Phone lines over, man. Don't forget to hit the whole boy up, man. Y'all hit me up. 530-494-9636. UK 44. UK is 44. The UK number at the bottom. Y'all check that out.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yes, sir. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. UK number is available at the bottom as well. So it is what it is, man. We got this fight coming up. Now, Crawford Spence, you heard what Tim said. He said that, no contracts have signed. But, again, Stephen Espinosa did say in the past that a lot of times contracts don't get signed till the day of the week of the fight and stuff like that. And Timothy Bradley, he just confirmed that, hell, him and Manny Pacquiao, when they fought each other, they didn't sign until the week of the fight. So that is a norm. They agreed to everything. It is what it is. May the best man win. What I'm not going to do, this is what I'm not going to do. I don't care who you like. You guys know I got Crawford by knockout. That's it. You like Spence by knockout? Fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with no one else's opinion. Because I don't, you like who you like for whatever you like him for. You know what I mean? I'm not finna see it. Well, why you like Crawford? Why you like Spence? Dude, I like him for whatever the reason I like him for. That's it. Yeah, but no, see, I don't like that. And Spence gonna do this, and Crawford gonna do that. Dude, you wasted too much energy, dog, trying to argue. No, nigga, I want to argue. That's what we want to do. No, I ain't finna sit here and argue with you, dog.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? Look at you. You mad. I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody. Nigga want to argue. Don't sit your motherfucking ass down some motherfucking well. These old beta male ass niggas want to argue about another nigga opinion. Nigga, we disagree to disagree. No, nigga, I want to turn wrestle, nigga. No, nigga, what's up? 8, 9, 10, 11. Bro, listen. There's some niggas right now arguing right now, Spence Crawford. There's some dudes right now, they're going to go on a live. They're going to go on somebody live. You know who them niggas is. They be going live 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours. Bro, listen. You're going to hear everything. You're going to hear YouTube Gangster Disciples, YouTube Bloods and Crips, YouTube Mexican Mafias. I had one dude, yeah, coach. Yeah, we know how to treat people like you. If you come to Mexico, all this stuff there, bro. Like, I don't hurt it all. Nigga, I don't hurt it all. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Dog, all this digital gangster stuff, cut it out. Ain't nobody y'all ain't trying to go be in front of the judge, in front of the white folks. Y'all ain't trying to be in the graveyard. Ain't nobody trying to do none of that. Because as soon as the police come, you know what I mean, them handcuffs go to put them out. You're gonna be telling before the second handcuff going the other arm. We see what they doing in the what the dude name, the rapper name, Young Thug, YSLK's, what the nigga name, Thugger, the nigga that be painting his toes orange and pink and fingers and stuff like that. That nigga from Atlanta, that nigga there. You see right now, you see what happened. Everybody don't fold it on him. One of the biggest killers had his hand up. Nigga went to talk about yes, ma'am. Every time the prosecutor asked him a question, sir, you do know that you are testifying and you signed a plea agreement that we're going to be able to call you back and testify against Jeffrey Williams, better known as Thugger Young Thug. Yes, ma'am. Didn't you say that you live by the G code, live by, die by, snitches against stitches? Yes, ma'am. Is there a reason why you agreed to snitch against Thugger today? Yes, ma'am. Why? Because I don't want to do all that time, ma'am. I don't want to be away from my baby mama. I don't want to be away from the streets. Okay, so this why you telling? Yes, ma'am. But wait a minute, you were just talking real gangster on the phone and sending threatening messages not too long ago. Do you retract those things you said on the phone and the digital threats that you sent online? Yes, ma'am. Why is that? Because I don't want my dumb ass be sitting in jail doing all that time, ma'am. Okay, so do you if you was to go to someone else's city or go to the fight or whatever and pull up on somebody, do you know that it's potential you can get killed? Yes, ma'am. So you would just be in a studio gangster? Yes, ma'am. So we ought to know what time it is. So I tell you guys, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up with these niggas talking about online. This shit just boxing. you know me. I ain't got emotional attachment to none of these dudes like that. So it's like, dude, once the fight is over with, we talk about it and we move on to going to the next fight. That's where I'm at with it. All the other stuff just too extra.
True.
All the other stuff just too extra, man. You know what I mean?
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hands been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Hit the old boy up. It is what it is. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore. Fuck!
D-Block, the inevitable. Talk to me, fam.
So, Coach, the fight that we've been talking about this whole time is really happening?
Yeah, man. It appears so. It appears so. It's really happening. It appears so.
So the thing that they've been talking about is really, really happening, Coach?
Yeah, man. No more 60-40. No more 70-30, no more 80-20, no more take whatever we give you. You know what I mean? I'm hearing that both guys are being paid guaranteed money of 8 figures apiece. You know what I mean? Now it's some dudes that hate Crawford is mad that he's getting 8 figures. Why? I have no idea why. And you still sitting at home with your baby mama house, drinking the juice. I don't know why, but yeah, both men are getting guaranteed purses. Shout out to Errol Spence and shout out to Terence Crawford for making this fight happen.
I want to give a big shout out to the hood, because we made it happen. I want to make a big shout out to New York. Y'all made it happen. Your boys from New York anyways. I want a big shout out to Nebraska, because y'all some real Huskers up there, baby. I'm proud to be, I ain't from Nebraska, baby, but I'm proud to know that I'm behind 100% Terence Crawford, no matter what. He hasn't been judging nobody. I don't care what they say. They can talk all that talk, but at the end of the day, here we are today. We're going to make this fight. It's official, and I promise you, Dallas, we are going to stand right behind Terence Crawford. We're going to be right there pushing it back. We're going to make sure that Dallas represents Terence Crawford, not Errol Spence. Okay? Errol Spence, what they say? He's from not New York. They say he's from, not even New York one.
No,
Long Island.
Man, come on, man.
Can you believe that?
Errol Spence from Errol Spence from Dallas, man. He from Dallas, man.
Nah. He don't represent my people. He try to put that swang like, yeah, I'm Errol Spence. Yeah, I'm country. Man, get out of here. You ain't nothing, homie. You a city boy just like me. All right, so stop the shit. All right, I'm representing Dallas. I represent D-Block. I represent D-City. That's who I represent. And believe me when I say this all the time, this is Terence Crawford land. He has claimed this Dallas to be his. I don't care what they say. The flags are out, Coach. We're going to post it up. We're going to put them T-shirts on, and we're going to represent Nebraska. And Dallas is joining hands. So Errol Spence, I know you're hearing this because you like to hear Coach Malachi, because he's one of the best, one of the greatest ones of all time. So, Coach, who you got?
Man, come on, man. Why you ask me that? You ought to know who I got. You know who I got. You ain't got to ask me that question. You know who I got.
I'm right here. I'm on my day off. I just got through cutting my parents' yard. Yeah, because that's the kind of son I am. And I'm drinking my beer, and I'm happy, Coach. I'm happy. We finally got. Are you gonna go to the fight, Coach? Or are you gonna have a live party?
Yeah, I'm going. I plan on going to this one. Gotta go to this one.
Take a lot of pictures. I want to say this one more thing before I pick out.
Gotta go to this one.
I want people to understand the magnitude of this fight. This is our generation's fight.
Yeah.
This is what we've been wanting for. They've been playing with us for 5 years, and we're gonna make it, and it's finally here. So all the Errol Spence lover boys, call the show, represent your boy, but don't represent Dallas, please, because you ain't from here. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
Shout out D-Block, man. Salute, fam. Man, shout out to my brother Timothy Bradley. For dropping that. Damn, Hundo on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Keep my damn name in your motherfucking mouth. Hey, Tim say, keep my damn name in your mother effing mouth. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
True.
Hey, man, you know what we gotta do, man. We gotta hit Timothy Bradley with the Huggy Bear too, man. You know how we do it anytime we receive a super chat.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man, what we not gonna do, we ain't finna be going to war about nobody's pick. If you like Spence, Crawford, whoever, it don't matter. We ain't going to war behind that shit there, man. Please don't bring that shit to me, because you might get cursed out. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, this is Mason from Flint, Michigan.
Mason from Flint, talk to me, fam.
Hey, check this out, man. I ordered my Terence Crawford shirt this morning. I'm going with Bud all the way on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just happy we're getting some good fights, man. This shaping up to be a good year, man. We got the Tank Ryan, we got the Devin Haney Lomachenko.
Right.
You got Inouye Fulton. Yeah, man. Good year for boxing, man. Good year for boxing, man. Shout out to them boys for making that shit happen and getting that guaranteed money, man. We don't, like you say, Coach, we don't do that back end money over here, baby. Get that guaranteed check, man.
Man, you know what, bro? I'm so happy for Crawford and Spence because my thing, Mason, is this. Let's say if Crawford would have listened to the online accountants, the YouTube managers and promoters, you know, take whatever we give you. You ain't worth 8 figures. You should just be happy to just to hold the pen. You should just be happy just to walk into PBC facilities. Just take, you don't deserve nothing. If had he listened to those Negroes, him and Spence wouldn't have got 8 figures. Because Spence said that he wasn't receiving no guaranteed money neither. And I don't mean to talk about money, but these broke niggas on YouTube, that's all they spoke about. And so I just wanna point out that because the fighters held stuck onto their guns, did not take whatever we give you, you know what I mean? Just accept anything. Now both fighters are in a better situation right now. So I want to thank both of those guys for making it happen. Mason from Flint, thank you so much, brother, for calling the show. Salute. Right now, everybody getting money. Ryan Garcia getting money. Tank Davis getting money. Doggone Timothy Bradley getting money. Andre Ward getting money. Doggone Crawford and Spence getting money. You know what I mean? And that's good. That's good. You know what I mean? Canelo, all the top dudes that get money, man. That's good, man. That's good for the sport. And then Devin Haney, Lomachenko, and if all the guys willing to fight each other, that's all we asking for as boxing fans. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me.
Yeah, this has to be the second worst day in history for the Errol Spence. Only followed by the actual day when Crawford put some hands on Spence, man. We finally get to see Bud shut all his haters up, man. I'm tired of hearing all this. Oh, he was protected over there at Top Rank. He fought all the B-listers.
Yeah, that's over with.
Man.
No, that's over. I'm like me, I don't even want to talk about the past. 6:47, 30, whatever. I ain't worried about none of that. Right now, none of that matters. What matters is July 29th. July 29th, let me tell you something what this fight remind me of, Martin. Crawford Spence remind me of Wilder Fury. I'm going to tell you where I'm going at with this. Because Wilder had a radical element of his fan base online, the Alphabet Boys, who was threatening everybody, putting up on their, online and all this stuff there, right? And Fury came and it kind of like he crushed him with that, right? He crushed him. They're trying to come back a little bit with Spence. And for me,
they converted religion.
I'm saying for me, if Crawford can go ahead and finish Spence, beat him, knock him out, whatever the case may be, that's the nail in the coffin for them. Like this year is blowing up all narratives. So that's another thing. That's another thing too. I just want to see these narratives, these sap suckers online, just because they wear their emotions on their sleeves and they have such an emotional attachment and they so radical and so, I mean, they soft, but so radical and soft. I just want to see these niggas destroyed at this point. That's where I'm at with it. I'm serious.
We're gonna make them fools cry.
Yeah. Hey man, shout out to Mark from Oakland, man. Salute, fam. Yeah. I wanna. This gonna be the nail. This gonna be the nail in the coffin. And then I'm gonna move on because I do remember. I remember when Wilder lost to Fury. Them niggas was on suicide watch. They was crying. A couple niggas jumped out the window. And you know what I mean. So this right here just gonna be the bam. Just we're gonna nail this shit in the coffin, dog. Right now, I'm sick of you niggas. I'm these niggas' enemies for life. For life, I'm their enemies. I body bag entire boxing communities. That's what I do. I'm like I'm like Unicron. You guys remember Unicron on the Transformers? How Unicron used to go through and devour planets? I devour boxing community.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who won it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Nello. Caller, hold on for a minute. Shout out to Boxing Gyms. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He say coach want destruction. Yeah. I have a scorched earth policy. No, fuck that. I have a scorched earth policy. Ain't no peace. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's going on? My name is Jay.
Jay, where you calling from?
New York City, baby.
Jay from New York. Talk to me, fam.
Yo, what's going on, man? Yo, I think this fight is a little, I don't know, man. I'm not as excited as this fight from a couple years ago. You know, I think it's a little old at this point, man. I'm kind of like I don't know. I'm not too excited for this fight like I was, 2-3 years ago. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, I think both guys are a little past it at this point, man.
Are you watching the fight, or are you just not gonna watch it at all?
I'm watching it, but I'm just not too, 3-4 years ago, I would have been a lot more, excited for this. But right now, I just don't, finally hearing that it's, announced, I'm just not as excited as I thought I would be.
Okay.
But I don't know, maybe it's just me, man. Maybe as, as it gets closer to the fight, I'll get a little more excited. But at this point, man, it's just kind of like, plus not to mention the fact that who knows if these guys are even going to fight.
Yeah, listen, hopefully.
Nowadays, guys pulling up left and right injuries and shit like that. Just, until I see them in the ring, I just don't, I'm not as excited as I thought I would be.
Yeah, you know what, man? That Jay, that's a fair assessment because people have been on such an emotional roller coaster with this Crawford Spence, and I don't think it really it's the fighters, but it's really if you online all the time in boxing circles, it's the content creators in the boxing circles and a lot of people that's on the social media, the boxing Twitter and stuff like that. Kind of like they killed it. The level of toxicity. And so maybe you'll get a little bit more excited, brother, once the fight gets closer, because right now I'm kind of like, I'm not really doing the Tootsie Roll right now, but when the fight gets closer, I think I'll probably feel electricity. And then it's like, okay, like Timothy Bradley say, once they start doing the promo tour, once we start seeing the promo, then it's like, oh, okay, yeah. We got the promo now. That's it. Now it's on and popping and cracking.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? I know when I met Crawford, when I saw him, when I went to his gym, when I saw him, the dude was in shape. He was like, he probably like 100 and I think he was like 156, 57 pounds, something of that sort. He was like 10 pounds off of his fight weight. And he, you know what I mean? So I'm like, he don't let his weight, he's not letting his weight get out of shape. So it is what it is. So but Jay,
yo, let me ask you.
Go ahead.
How do you think this is gonna do pay-per-view wise? You think it's gonna sell or what?
I'm hoping that it's not gonna bring the casuals the way Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia brought the casuals, because Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia have mostly a casual fan base. So Crawford and Spence.
You think it's going to do better than Haney and Loma?
Well, I don't know what Haney and Loma did yet. We need to see what their numbers are first. I don't know what they did yet.
I don't know. I think Haney and Loma might outdo Spence and Crawford, man. Because at least Haney and Loma, they kind of have a fan base outside of boxing, where Crawford and Spence, I mean, people outside of boxing, they're not too familiar with these guys. They're not like, they're both kind of quiet guys. Yeah. They don't really have too much of a following.
Right. I got you. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see, man.
They are very
talking
similar
to you, bro.
All right, shout out to Jay from New York. You're right about that. Both of them have very similar personalities. You get what I'm saying? Again, this fight right here is going to be for the hardcore boxing fans. I'm hoping, this is my hope. I'm hoping that this fight can do at least 500,000 pay-per-view buys. If this fight can do 500,000 pay-per-view buys, I'll I'd be happy with that. I want to see Crawford and Spence do very well. I want to see both of these guys be very successful. I'm gonna buy t-shirts from both of them. You know what I mean? Even though I'm riding with Bud to knock Spence out, but I'm going to buy t-shirts from both of them. I'm gonna go on Big Fish website, buy his t-shirt, and I'm gonna go on Crawford website, buy his t-shirt. And I hope that you guys will buy the shirts. At least buy the shirts. You get what I'm saying? I hope you guys buy the shirts. Shout out to Right Handed Down. He said, I will be a Brooklyn homie for a Nebraska homie. Okay, all right, for sure. I got you. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy the shirts. I'm gonna buy them the day when the live ends. You know, I'm gonna buy the shirts, man, and you know, I support those brothers, man. I want to see them make as much money as possible. They finally did it. You know, we don't have to worry about, and we don't listen. And the thing is, they did it themselves. We don't have to worry about dudes. There's somebody that's going to do an 8, 9, 10 hour live right now, still talking about this.
I know you once said, hey, look, if we fight, it's going to be either 70-30, 80-20. What was that?
Man, I was when I said
posturing or what was that?
When did I say that?
You know, that was.
Yeah, I said it on my girl Instagram. Yeah. What's going? But I was playing. Hey, man, nobody taking no 80, 20, 70, 30. Yeah, I was playing. I was like, because I was like, it's gonna be 60-40, and I was like, yeah, he keep playing crazy. It's gonna be 70-30 or 80-20. Yeah. But yeah, I was playing. Like I wasn't serious about that, man. Like people can't take jokes.
You get what I'm saying? People can't take jokes, but these niggas were dead serious, boy. 60-40, sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. Like, bro, like, you know, and now both men are getting guaranteed money. 8 figures. So had Crawford not held this stance like he did, you know what I mean? We wouldn't have this. And, you know, if the fight would have happened last year, we 30% of nothing. You know what I mean? Back end. You know what that back end shit is. So that's good. You know what I mean? Again, that's why I tell you guys, man, we can't, as boxing fans, we can't get caught up into this money shit. None of us have a boxing contract. None of us have a background when it comes to dealing with the business of boxing. We don't know how to read those contracts. We don't understand it. I had Floyd Schofield on here, Pop Schofield, Floyd, Kid Austin's father, and he said that the boxing contracts is very similar to the entertainment contract. He says it's an entertainment contract. That's all it is. Different language, different lingo within the different languages, different words and stuff like that. But the overall assessment of it is an entertainment contract because boxing is entertainment, right? And he comes from the music industry. Floyd Schofield, he comes from the music industry. So we was talking about that when I was in San Diego, when I was in San Antonio. You know, so I'm gonna start back flying out again. Probably next month. Be back on the plane next month. Plan on being at the Crawford Spence fight. I got a couple of family members want to go as well. So we'll be at the Crawford Spence fight. We got Teofimo coming up and Josh Taylor. I'm excited about that fight. Teofimo, Josh Taylor. I am excited about that fight as well. I'm kind of riding with Josh Taylor on this one, man. I like Teo, man, but you know, Teo been tripping. He ain't been the same since he beat Lomachenko. I'm calling what's the name of the calling from.
What's up, Coach? This Coach Eddie from the ATL. What's happening, my brother?
Coach Eddie from the ATL. Talk to me, brother.
Hey, man, great interview today with Tim Bradley. It's a blessing that he stopped by the show. I think I'm excited about the fight. You know, the Spence and Crawford fight. You know, I'm going with Crawford. You know, I think Crawford's a more versatile fighter. I think he could definitely go over there and do his thing against Errol Spence. But I think right now, the momentum in boxing is starting to take a shift because now we're getting good fights, Coach. You know, we're getting good fights. I think the Mayweather era is kind of fading off. I think guys are now not afraid to let go of that zero now. And the longer we keep rewarding the guys, you know, still support them with a win, lose, or draw, that's what's going to keep the sport going. That's what's going to keep the guys willing to get in there and put it all on the line. If fans show support for the gentlemen. So I'm excited about the fight, Coach.
Yes, sir, man. Coach Ed, I'm excited about it too. Especially once it gets closer, because we need some closure. Like that was a lot that was said. Then you had people that was friends, they're not friends anymore. I'm talking about online. You had people who, you know, they fell out with each other. You had people who got all out of character and stuff like that. We need some closure. So this fight with Crawford Spence, July 29th, when it happens, this is going to be the closure fight. Either Crawford is going to get knocked out and lose, or Spence is going to get knocked out and lose. I do not see this fight going 12 rounds. Somebody getting stopped. And I mean, that's just the way I see it. So either way it go, we need some closure. That's where I'm at with it, Coach Eddie.
Yes, sir. We're gonna get a good fight. It's gonna be a good war. And the good thing about it is we got a guaranteed 2 fights. Guaranteed 2 fights.
Yes, sir.
So they're gonna run it back either way. One guy get knocked out, hey, immediate rematch. Cause they so competitive.
Right.
You know they ain't gonna be able to sit on that L like that. They're gonna run that fight right back. So at the end of the day, we win as boxing fans. And I think I disagree with the other caller. I think this fight is gonna do well over 1 million pay-per-views. This fight is gonna be worldwide. Watch what I tell you, Coach. They're gonna promote this fight at Dallas Stadium, ESPN, Showtime, when they start doing all access and all that stuff. This show gonna get promoted.
They're fighting in Vegas.
Hey, but you know that, and I know that, Coach. But I just got a feeling, Coach, this fight gonna do real good. The number for the Lomachenko fight and the Devin Haney fight is reportedly doing right at 300,000 pay-per-views for Devin Haney and Lomo. So
I don't know yet.
I'm figuring at least.
I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. I'm waiting on some concrete. So to make sure.
But yes, so that's all I wanted, Coach. Great interview today. Great questions with Cam Bradley. I always tune in when he stops by. Keep up the good work, Coach. You delivering great content.
All right, thank you. Shout out to Coach Eddie, ATL, stand up. Shout out to JRG for dropping that quote over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, if there's no KO, it's going to be Spence by robbery. I mean, again, it has to be a knockout. Somebody got to get knocked out for me. Shout out to Boston Logic United, JRG. Shout out to Boston Logic United for dropping that quote over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said the last call is delusional. This fight with Dulo will do over 750,000 pay-per-view buys for sure, and willing to bet anyone on that. You know what, though? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I got a lot of dudes. My cousin is a super casual. He hit me up. Man, I heard Spence Crawford fighting. There's a lot of people in this city, in Florida, and it's a lot, but especially in this city I'm in right here. Boy, they've been waiting on Spence Crawford. Every time I go to the barbershop, the black barbershops, you know what I mean? And in the Dominican barbershops, hey, man, what's going on with Spence Crawford? You know what I mean? We got and I think people got their beak wet by watching the Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis fight. And then now we just got Vasily Lomachenko, Devin Haney. It's only right that we get served, broke off something real proper like with Spence and Crawford.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's where I'm at with it. I'm just happy to get it. I'm not, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to Paul, Dr. Paul. He said RIP Tina Turner. Dropping that $2 super chat. Shout out to Dr. Paul. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, it's Rick from Toronto.
Rick from Toronto.
I gotta say, man, Tim Bradley, second time. I'm not sure how many times he came on the show, but you bringing in the true knowledge, man. I mean, you got Rick Glazer, you got fucking Tim Bradley, Steve Kim. Dropping the knowledge. I gotta love this show forever on that. Next thing is Spence Crawford. Now, in regards to the build-up, I think the failure of making the fight to happen the first time has built some momentum from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people talking shit and like fucking, guys think, saying they're gonna drop the addy on you and shit, go run up to you on at some fucking other fight and all that. That builds up fucking momentum. Some, even the negative shit.
Yeah.
So, but you follow football, right, Coach Seidel?
Not really. I mean, I stopped watching the NFL and I stopped watching the NBA because they started going woke. They started pushing a lot of progressive woke stuff that I just don't coincide with. You know, when I watch sports, I don't want to hear nothing about your politics. I don't want to hear none of that. Nigga, I just want you just to dribble the ball, run down the field, catch all. If I want to hear all the political stuff, I go into political arenas. So once they start doing all that, doing all the virtue signaling and integrating the LGBT community talking points and stuff into that, I stopped watching. I haven't watched it, to be honest with you.
I hear you, Coach. But on that note, like I was like comparing, the worst fucking fans are from Dallas, and fucking Errol fans are presumably from Dallas as well. Yeah. And they're all fucking trash, man. That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be a repetitive kind of trash fucking.
Why do you say the worst fans come from Dallas? Why do you say that?
From the NFL perspective, they have the most money as a team in the NFL and shit. But I find that their fans are just kind of like, you know, they don't want to hear about like other teams doing well and whatever. They're blindfolded. They don't look at things like, for example, so Terence, and I agree with Tim and you. I think Terence will watch fucking Spence because he's just that brother. He just has that skill set that Spence will not be able to walk to. But these guys will still be so blindfolded. They'll be like, no, Spence forever. It doesn't matter. The fucking ref was in on it.
I got you.
Fucking this is that.
I got you, Rick. So
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Shout out to Rick for Toronto, man. Thank you for calling the show, brother. Salute. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You know what? I ain't trying to figure it out. Anyways, I'm just happy. I'm just happy, man, that we finally got this fight. Let's look at this, guys. I want to show you guys something. I want to show y'all something. Check this out. You see this? Look where we at. Look where we at. Now we have a new way to monster. Let's look at results. You know what? This is kind of my bad. Let's look at the results. Hold on. I blew it up too big. I want to show you guys something. We got results. Let's go to results. I want to see all results though. All results. Let's look at all the results because we don't have some good fights so far this year. And you know, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. We don't have some good fights. Devin Haney, Vasily Lomachenko, Katie Taylor, Chantel Cameron, Janet Becker. You know that wasn't no big fight. Shit. We had last month we had Tate Davis. As a matter of fact, let's look at the schedule, man. Because I should be able to go back and look at the results from what we just saw. You know what I mean? We had what are some other big fights we had so far, guys? We have a new way. Check this out. We have a new way. Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez coming up June the 10th. We have shout out to Nelly. What's going on, fam? Jaime Munguia versus Sergey Derenchenko. I don't know what you guys think about that, you know. We got Floyd Mayweather versus John Gotti III. Well, y'all happy about that fight? Floyd Mayweather versus John Gotti III. So what y'all think about that? Floyd versus John Gotti III. I know y'all happy about that. I know y'all doing the Tootsie Roll and butterfly about that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Mo Green from Baltimore, by the way, of DMI. I'm excited about this fight and everything, but no diss to D-Block, but D-Block, please do not go for Crawford because everybody you go for loses. So outside of that, everybody just sit back and just enjoy a good fight. I mean, this is what we've been waiting on. Let's just sit back and enjoy it instead of sitting around whining and crying and still talking all this silliness like little kids like you back in junior high school.
Yes.
That's all I need to say, Coach.
Shout out to Mo Green for being more. Salute, fam. I know y'all excited about this. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather versus John Gotti III. You get what I'm saying? Adam Azim. You know what I mean? That's on the 16th of June. Regis Prograis versus Liam Pardo. You know what I mean? We got Tim Tszyu, Big Bad Tim Tszyu versus Carlos Ocampo. You know what I mean? Who else we got? Carlos Adames versus J-Rock. So he gonna fight J-Rock for the WBC interim middleweight title. Well, he's already the WBC interim middleweight champion, so I guess he's defending it. Let's see who else we got. Edgar Berlanga, Puerto Rico's very own. Edgar Berlanga. You know what I mean? They say he's a mix between Miguel Cotto and Tito Trinidad. That's what they say. Caller, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this Rick on the south side of Houston.
Rick, south side. Talk to me, fam.
Oh man, hey, dog! We finally in the home stretch, man. I've been extremely patient. I've been steadfast. I've been taking slugs ever since November from every page I go to. Bud a duck, Bud this, Bud never gonna get in the ring with Spence, Bud blah blah blah. And I smile through it all. I say just hang tight. And man, we got Bud and Spence 98% loaded up. We're almost there. It finally seems like it's gonna be into fruition, man. And I'm really, really happy about it. I really, really need Bud to show up and pull off this massive win, because he's been getting his helmet hit in these YouTube chats every single day, man. And so, dog, that would really, really super motivate me to want to excel and stop this beast of a wrecking ball that they call Errol Spence. But check it out, Will. I was thinking about this, man. This fight should really, really be major fireworks, man. We got two undefeated champions, two high quality elite dudes, both still, not fully out of their prime. Both of them still can crack. And I was thinking, man, what kind of past great fight could this match up to? I instantly think Hagler and Hearns, but Hagler had two losses coming into that fight, and Hearns had one loss. He had lost to Sugar Ray, and Hagler had lost to two guys he had knocked out in rematches. But I was thinking, which past fights were two undefeated dogs winning that we got to witness? And off the top of my head, I came up with Tyson against Michael Spinks. They came in both undefeated, but that didn't live up to the billing. That was 91 seconds. It was over. Joe Frazier and Ali, they first fight, they was both undefeated. They went the distance 15 rounds. Even Riddick Bowe, Holyfield. But Floyd against Diego Corrales.
Yeah.
If we can get a fight with that kind of fireworks and that kind of finish, dude, we gonna really, really be blessed, people. And Will, I agree with you. I don't see this fight going the distance. Errol, Bud, somebody gonna finish on the ground. So
somebody getting out.
Hang tight, people. I've been saying it. Just hang tight. It's coming, man. It's finally here, dog.
Yeah, man, you've been holding the line. You've been holding the line there. No matter what, you've been saying, I'm patiently waiting. You always say that in the chat. Even I said, man, this fight ain't gonna happen, man. I don't say that several times. I said this fight ain't gonna happen. One guy said, Coach, you said it ain't gonna happen. He said, what you got to say now? I said, I'm glad that I was wrong. Because if you listen to what I said when I did that show, I said, man, this is one fight that I would be happy to be wrong about. And when I went to Omaha, Nebraska, and met Bud, that's when everything changed for me. That's when I say, oh, okay, you know what? Yeah, this fight gonna happen. This fight gonna happen. I just didn't know when, but I say it's gonna happen because of what was shown to me. You know what I mean? Because I physically seen something. I can't say what I saw, but I physically saw something, and that gave me all the clarity that I needed. So, but shout out to Rick, man. Southside, salute, fam. Salute to you, my brother. Southside, stand up. Hey, shout out to Boston Logic United. For dropping that quarter over. Bam, double your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. What did you say? You hit the nail right on the head, Coach. He said they picked the perfect time. Tank Ryan, Haney Loma to set the stage for this fight. No excuses for either side. No excuses for either side. There's no excuses. I in my mind, I totally agree with that. No excuses for either side.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People primping, pimping, sharp as razor blades.
And I'm happy. And guess what? Hold on, caller, hold on. So you know they like to say, well, black fighters can't sell unless they fight another Hispanic fighter. Okay, you got two black fighters fighting each other. This for all you revolutionaries out there. For all you, we got to be on code, but you picking and choosing which blacks you want to get behind. For all you guys out there, you got two black fighters fighting each other. Let's get behind both black fighters, support them, and show the world, listen, man, we can support fighters. We can't get behind two black fighters. We don't have to chase Canelo. Because Canelo doing this thing where everybody in the welfare line waiting to fight Canelo, including myself, because we want the payday. You can get behind this fight and make sure, man, to support these brothers, support Errol Spence and support Terence Crawford. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Curtis from Long Beach.
Curtis from Long Beach, talk to me.
Man, I see why you be riding on what's his name, Fagnon or whatever you call him, man. He's so tough, man. I listened to him this morning, man. I was just like, man, this nigga crazy, man. He on there, we got the biggest fight, and he on there complaining, talking about Bud don't trust black people. Talking about he had to get a firm, that CAA, to look at the same agreement that he had months ago, and they had to let him know that it's a fair deal so he can sign it. I'm like, man, this dude crazy, man. Like, don't none of that matter, man. He signed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fight is done, and you crying about him getting somebody to look and make sure that his finances and everything gonna be in order. I was like, that's ridiculous, man. And you gonna spend that as he don't trust black people. Like, I think he would have did it no matter who it was. So that was just crazy to me. But I'm picking Crawford. I just think Crawford, he done showed that he just got more ways to win. He can stand there and trade, he can move around, he can switch stance, like I'm gonna pick Crawford. And, I think this fight is gonna do a lot for those fighters and for boxing as a whole, because, lately we've been crying about this promotional thing and dudes not making fights, and now these two dudes made a fight, and hopefully that does something for AJ and Wilder. Hopefully we can get that fight, so I hope this opens the door for bigger things, in the future.
Okay, but shout out to Curtis from Long Beach, salute, fam. Yeah, man, I'm just, that's where I'm at with it. Where I'm at with it, dog. I said what I said. I'm not trying to relitigate anything. Right now, moving forward, we have Crawford and Spence coming up. Now, I can't do nothing about the level of toxicity that's online. That's going to be there. But moving forward, because we hear blacks don't sell. Black fighters don't sell. Everybody waiting on Canelo. Jamal waiting on Canelo. Benavidez, the Mexican monster, well, he ain't waiting. He fighting other people, but he want Canelo. Andrade, he waiting on Canelo. I'm waiting on Canelo. My rabbit hippity is waiting on Canelo. My daughter's dog Cookie is waiting on Canelo. So we gotta say, look, man, instead of sitting around waiting, make your own mega fights. Stop. You can't sit back. Talking about. You're a king, you're a ruler, you do this and do that, but you sitting there begging. Please fight me. You sitting there begging. Nigga, stop begging and get up, get out, and get something. Fight your brother. Make your money. Y'all can make legacy fights. Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade. I hope y'all do the same thing. Call him, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Coach? It's your boy, man, T-Skills, Jersey.
T-Skills, Jersey, talk to me.
What's going on? I just want to say I'm excited, man. I'm real excited. This has been so far, it's turned out to be a real great year of boxing. Us as fans, I think we shouldn't have anything to complain about anymore right now. We're getting everything we wanted as fans. As far as the fight, I think that at first, I wasn't going to pick a winner because I like both of them. I like both of them the same. But, a lot of people coming out, a lot of people thinking that Crawford got all these tools and everything like that. And I kind of feel like if I really want to pick a winner, I'm going to take Spence because I think Spence is more durable. Do I think Crawford got a lot of tools? Yeah, I think he's a real slick boxer. And yes, he got power. And yes, it's going to be real interesting to see how Spence deals with that. But after watching Spence versus Cal Brook, that was one fight that really let me know the grit that Spence got in him. And they're going to try to kill each other in that damn ring. And, you know, I really think Spence is going to edge it out. That's my opinion. But I just want to say one more thing. I think that you and Bradley, you know, kind of touched on something real good earlier when y'all was speaking on what Devin Haney should do next.
Yes, sir.
I think that it would be real dope if Devin Haney moves to 140 and challenges the fighter the winner of Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor. I think that is a better move for him than fighting Tank, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me.
That'll be a good fight. Shout out to T Skills from Jersey. Yeah, T Skills right about that because you know, I would love to see that right there. Devin Haney and T Diddy Jr. and Diddy Bop. You know what I mean? And Bill Haney and Teofimo Sr. Bro, the press conferences. That'll be classic. Call him, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? This is Andy from LA, man. I gotta say, man, boxing is coming back. This is a renaissance year, man. It's coming back. We got these great champions facing each other. I mean, we got the TikTok fight, but you know, if it wasn't for Ryan Garcia's mental, you know, debacle, we would have had an amazing fight between two competitive fighters. Now, I mean, I don't know where we're at with the Virgil Ortiz versus Stanionis, but even then, that's a good thing to fall back on after the Spence versus Crawford. You know, for whoever wins, you're gonna have these two lions coming after them. So this is amazing, bro. It's amazing for boxing. I love where we're at, and kudos to Spence and Crawford for making that deal. That's all I gotta say, Coach. Peace and good shit on the channel, man.
Shout out to Andy, man, from LA West Coast. Stand up, yes, sir, man. Andy from LA, man. Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, see, listen, bro. You know, and I tell you guys, right? I try to tell you guys, right? Again, you know, I try to tell you guys, you know, you have some people, they just miserable and bitter. Shout out to Eric Grime in the building. My brother Rick Timms. Don't get caught up in the miserable, bitter people. You know what I mean? Because you got some motherfuckers, they wake up mad every day. They mad that they woke up. God damn, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. God, don't shut up. I don't like this cup. Nigga just mad at every goddamn thing. And they like to project their insecurities on everyone else. And don't get caught up in that, man. It's just a fight. Hold on. Just be happy that for all you fake ass online revolutionaries in the YTBC. Yes, I'm talking about you niggas. You know, just be happy that two brothers are fighting each other. But one thing we know about niggas ain't never happy. I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about niggas. Niggas ain't never happy. Niggas want to fuck shit up. Niggas want to destroy each other. Niggas want to do everything and play victim at the same time. True. Always some nigga shit. You know what I'm talking about, boy? Black people go somewhere, everything good. Niggas go somewhere, I be damn. Hide the kids, leave the wife at home. It is what it is. Call him, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable D-Block 2 times.
D-Block 2 times. Talk to me.
Coach, breaking news. I'm driving right now to downtown Dallas City Hall. Right now. I'm driving right now, Coach. It's hot. It's hot as fuck out here. My brother's a cop. And I told my brother that the Errol Spence is not from New York. And he got pissed off. He said, man, we're going to issue a warrant. We're going to issue a warrant for the arrest of Errol Spence for lying to the public that he's from Dallas. So, Coach, you're going to hear breaking news. It's probably going to go all the way to Tampa Bay. On CNN, ESPN, whatever the hell it is, they're about to arrest Errol Spence for lying to the public. So that's the same way that's going to happen that night, Coach. That night in Las Vegas, they're about to expose Errol Spence for everything, the ducking, dodging, all the talking is done. Terence Crawford is going to go in there and be crowned the undisputed champion of the world. He ain't just going to go in there and try to outbox the guy. He could do anything and everything he wants because Errol Spence is one type of dude, a pressure type of dude. He ain't got a great jab. He's been hooked. He's been hit by Kell Brooks. He's been hit by everybody. And Terence Crawford's going to go in there, knock him out in 10. And I tell you right now, breaking news. You're going to hear it tonight, guys. Errol Spence about to be issued a warrant of arrest they're going to deport him, Coach. They're going to deport his ass back to New York. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, Santa.
Shout out to D-Block. Let me get the super chats. He say, what he say? He say, Fanon said, Bud, don't trust the black man. No. No. Crawford don't have a problem with the black man. He has a problem with niggas. Dumbass niggas like Fag None. You know what I mean? So, anyways, y'all still, that nigga there. You know what I mean? Nobody trust you niggas. You know what I mean? If you don't trust the black man, I'm not even getting into that shit. That's dumb as fuck. He doing business with the black man, Al Heyman, right now. Shit dumb as fuck. Shout out to Boston Lodge United for dropping that $2 super chat. He say time for a post your pay-per-view receipt for Crawford Spence. It is what it is. It is what it is, I'm gonna buy it, and then I'm planning on being at the fight. Plan on being at the fight, so it is what it is. Yeah, these niggas. I told you. These, listen, you got a bunch of ignorant niggas on YouTube, dog. I can't stand these niggas, boy. They can call me whatever they want to call me, boy. Coon, all the time, sell out. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I am the Unicron, nigga. I destroy boxing communities. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, man, let's focus on the fight. I'm just happy, man, that both of these guys is getting paid. Last year, Spence said that he wasn't getting a guarantee. Crawford said he wasn't getting a guarantee. And now both of them are getting paid. Me, I don't get paid any of the money. I'm just happy to see both of these brothers get their grip. I also want to give a shout out to Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Why am I giving a shout out to Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia? Because I believe, it's just my opinion, I believe that Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, because that fight was so successful. Hold on, this is what we got. Check this out. We got Caleb Plant. We got Plant. Shit, versus Benavidez. PBC now. Oh, hold on. I also want to give thanks to Paramount. If it wasn't for the Paramount, the white people at Paramount, who is the parent company to Showtime, who decided to merge Showtime in with the Paramount app and say, man, we finna start trimming the fat and get rid of a lot of this garbage stuff that y'all been doing. All of a sudden, we've been getting some really good fights. So I want to give thanks to, well, first of all, I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. So let's get Al. No, I can't thank him first. Let's give Errol Spence, Crawford. Let's give both of them a round of applause. Next, let's thank our Lord and Savior, Black Jesus, Al Heyman. Call Al. We gotta thank Al Heyman now. And let's thank the white folks at Paramount. Good white folks. Let's thank the good white folks at Paramount. Let's thank our Lord and Savior, Al Heyman, and let's thank Errol Spence and Crawford. But because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be having this fight right now. Give a round of applause. Thank God these fighters, well, if you're a smart fighter, you ain't listening to some of these dumbass boxing, these dumbass niggas, these boxing communities on YouTube. These niggas is dumb and slow. And guess what? So low IQ. And let me tell you something. And this fight is for undisputed. The last time we had an undisputed welterweight champion, from what I can remember, is Zab Judah. Zab Judah was the last undisputed welterweight champion, if my memory serves me correctly. The last time we had someone that was undisputed in the welterweight division was Zab. 2023, we will have another undisputed. If Errol Spence can beat Terence Crawford on the 29th of July, he would be the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. So, we got Plant, Benavidez. We got Tank versus Garcia. We got Haney versus Loma. Katie Taylor versus Cameron. We're getting Crawford. We're getting Spence, because Spence is the A side, so his name go first. We're getting Spence versus Crawford. Crawford is the B side. Man, and then we're getting Virgil Ortiz and Stanionis, but I don't know if anybody really excited about that, but we get Virgil Ortiz, because Virgil Ortiz hardly fights, man. Stantionis. Anybody know what's going on with Boots Ennis or Keith Thurman? I don't know. And we're getting Josh Taylor versus Lopez. We're getting Josh Taylor versus Lopez. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, dog. What did he say? He say Zab was in the three. I think the 3-belt era. 3-belt. I don't think that I think that was the 3-belt era when Zab was undisputed. But yet and still, that was the last time someone was undisputed in the welterweight division. If Terence Crawford can win, if Spence can win, he'll be undisputed history books. If Crawford can win, he would be a 3-division. Caller, hold on. He's already a 3-division world champion because remember, Crawford is a lightweight. He started out at 135. He's a lightweight. He would be a 3-division world champion, former, fight of the year, ring, fight of the year, Ring Magazine, pound for pound, and he would be a 2-division undisputed champion. That right there, for men, if he can do this, it's unheard of. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Rick Ricardo, San Antonio. What's up, Coach?
Rick from San Antonio, talk to me.
Yes, sir. So, just real quick, first one, Bud and Earl. I thought the fight was a close fight with Loma and Haney. I rewatched every sport. I had a 7-5 Loma. Close fight either way. Good quality fight. Of course, we got the controversy. I think that leads me to the rematch. I think if
your phone breaking up.
If they're able to do
are you on the Bluetooth?
Oh, sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we could try to work it out. Go ahead.
All right, man. Sorry about that. But if they can get the rematch, I think the rematch is bigger as well. I think. And then you got if Loma was to hang on Shakur.
Your phone breaking up. Your phone breaking up bad. Can you call me back when you get a better reception?
All right, Coach. I'll call back, man. I'll call back.
Shout out to Ricky Ricardo, man. His phone breaking up real bad. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. Hey, man, we got to get the likes up. We need 25 more likes. You know what? All these dudes talk about the contract. Yeah, man, we see the contract. I ain't never seen so many contract experts before in my life on YouTube. Bunch of broke niggas talking about contracts. Nigga, you don't even know you haven't even read the employee handbook. Nigga sitting at home watching Perry Mason and Ben Matlock hollering about he a lawyer. Man, sit your dumb ass down with that old fake pro-black shit. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Fee on YouTube.
Fee on the tube. Talk to me, sis.
I'm excited because guess what? I want to know who's going to be on the undercard. I'm also excited about that. We might get Boots on the undercard or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm curious about who's going to be on the undercard too. That's going to be exciting as well, you know?
Your phone, you got a bad reception, sis.
Oh, is it better now?
It's a whole lot better.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited about, I don't know why I'm having a bad reception lately. I'm always A1 in that department. But yeah, I'm excited about the undercard. I want to know who's going to be fighting on the undercard. You know what I'm saying? This is a good fight. So I'm excited about that. Also, I was saying these spiritual Negroes still hollering about contracts is sick. You know what I'm saying? They sick in the head. And anybody who's still watching and supporting that nonsense after we finally get the fight is weird. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people can support what they want to support, but who want to sit back and constantly talk about contracts and things like that when these brothers have got together and worked this stuff out? You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. It's spooky. But yeah, that's all I call about. I just want to know what you think about the, are you excited about the undercard as well, or have you heard anything?
I'll be shout out to Phil on the tube about yes sis. I'll be happy about it once I find out who's on it. I haven't heard anything about the undercard yet. Hell, this fight has not been officially been announced yet, to be honest with you. It hasn't officially been announced yet, so we'll find out later on. But shout out to my sister Phil on the tube. Duval County, stand up, man. Duval, stand up. So this is history, man. This is history, man. This is another undisputed fight. How many people we had? How many men? I'm not talking about the women. We know the women been doing their thing. I'm saying men's boxing, not women. I mean, I'm excluding the women. Men's boxing, we don't have 9 undisputed so far in the 4-belt era. We have Hopkins, Bernard Hopkins, 2004. Jermaine Taylor, 2005. He beat Hopkins. 12 years later, Terence Crawford, 2017. A year later, Alexander Usyk, 2018. 3 years later, Josh Taylor, 2021. Right after Josh Taylor, 2021, Canelo Alvarez, 2021. That's 6. Right after that, Jamel Charlo became undisputed, 2022. That's 7. Right after him, Devin Haney became undisputed. That's 8. We're talking about men, not women. And right after Devin Haney became undisputed, 2022, we had a third undisputed guy become undisputed in 2022. A New Way the Monster became undisputed in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Let's give all of those guys a round of applause. The guy said, how do you call into the show? The number is scrolling at the bottom. If you're looking at my face, look right up under my face, and you will see a phone number that says 530-494-9636. That's how to call. If you're from the UK, the number is 442037698745. The number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Shout out to Demetrius. What did he say? He said, what's up, Coach Malachi? You doing good, right? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. The dude said Teofimo Lopez was ESPN's undisputed. In the history books, in the 4-belt era, Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos' name is not on there. If you want to find what Teofimo Lopez is undisputed, you're going to have to go to ESPN. He is the ESPN franchise undisputed champion. But when it comes to the real undisputed champions, without the French fries belt, without a special designation belt, there's only 9. And Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos, who beat Teofimo Lopez, their name is not on that list. They are ESPN undisputed champions. There's a difference. There's a difference. That's all I'm saying. You know, there's a difference. Now, you know, believe, take what you want to take on that. You know, but yeah. So you know, I'm just right now. I'm not gonna say a lot to you guys. I'm just very happy, man. I'm happy about this. And guess what, man? Riley. Anybody who don't hit the like button, as Dr. Umar would say. Anybody who don't hit the like button, gotta say it 3 times like Dr. Umar. Riley, get it.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck-mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yeah, the brother right there say, I agree with Timothy Bradley. Tim said he was undisputed. No, he wasn't. Tim didn't say that. That's not true. Timothy Bradley said that, I broke it down. I say, sir, I got the whole interview. Just go back and listen to it. You know, he said, I said, what say you? And I read down the 9 people who was undisputed in the 4-belt era. I ran it down to him. I got the interview. It was on my page. I said, Teofimo Lopez have a special designation belt, and George Kambosos had a special designation belt. The belt that they needed to become undisputed, Devin Haney had that belt. I say, so this is why Devin Haney's name is on the list. I read down the nine people who became undisputed in the men era, in the 4-belt era, and Timothy Bradley said, you're right. He said, you're right about that. He wasn't undisputed in that aspect. But then he came back and said, well, technically he was undisputed. What the hell is technically undisputed? He said, because, you know, the way that WBC did it, he was saying that he thought that Teofimo had a, what was it? He had a super title. He said, but Teofimo had a super title. I say, no, he didn't. He had a French fries belt. He had a special designation belt, a belt that allowed you not to fight, gave you permission not to fight mandatories. I say, who on that list that have a French fries belt that gave them a special destination belt that gave them permission not to fight mandatories? He said, you know what, you're right about that. I was wrong. That's what he said. That's what he said. Go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to it. Listen to it. Don't pick that one part out. Go back and listen to it. I know exactly what he said. But I get it. Believe what you want to believe. Don't make me know no mind. Shout out to Letitia. She said, you're right, coach. But anyways. He said a new way. He said, was a new way undisputed? Yes, a new way was undisputed. And a new way is undisputed. Yes, he's undisputed. You know what I mean? A new way undisputed didn't have a French fries belt. Crawford was undisputed, didn't have a French fries belt. Canelo was undisputed, didn't have a French fries belt. Well, he had one in middleweight, but didn't have a French fries belt. Jamel Charlo, undisputed, didn't have a French fries belt. Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor, Usyk, Josh Taylor, Hank, you know, they didn't have a French fries belt to become, because you didn't have a French fries belt to become undisputed. You don't need one. You need the real belt. That's just the reality of the situation. So, anyways, both of these guys getting money, man. I'm hoping like hell that this fight do 300,000. No, you know what? I'll say 300,000. 500,000 pay-per-view buys. I'm hoping like hell we can do 500,000 pay-per-view buys for this fight. Let's give everybody in that call a round of applause. Shout out to D Block from Dallas, Texas, 2 times.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mason from Flint, Michigan.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Martin from Oaktown.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jay from New York.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Coach Eddie from the ATL.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rick from Toronto.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mo Green from B-More Stand Up.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my brother Rick from the South Side of Houston.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Curtis from Long Beach.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to T Skills from Jersey.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Andy from LA. Yay, West Coast Stand Up.
Hey,
Killer Cali. Shout out to Rick from San Antonio.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Fee on the tube, man. It's Pete from Duval.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells in the building, man. Shout out to Lisa Bells in the building, E. Diaz. Shout out to Peace Be Free. Shout out to Doggone Eat Money. Shout out to Eric Grimey. Who else we got in the building, man? I got to give a shout out to all of the members and the moderators. Shout out to, let's see. Shout out to Shad. Shout out to Ricky Ricardo. This is the last call. Gotta go. I'll call what's your name? Where you calling from?
This T Gas calling from Miami, Coach.
You say what's your name is? T what?
T Gas.
All right, T Daz. You sound muffled, but go ahead. I got you.
You hear me, Coach?
I can hear a little bit better.
Okay. Listen, I wanted to run this by you. This is what I see, man. I see I hear Crawford, I see Crawford not Spence. Spence not exercising the rematch clause. And then Crawford moving to fight Thurman at the end of the year for that to satisfy that second fight on the PBC. Because you know Al ain't gonna allow Bud to fight outside the PBC with that second fight. How you feel about that?
I mean, yeah, I don't know exactly what he signed, but according to what's being reported, fam, they have a bilateral rematch clause. So if Spence were to win the first fight, Crawford has 30 days to reactivate the rematch, and vice versa.
Right.
So they're going to fight each other either way. You know what I mean? They're going to fight each other either way. So you got to, you know, he's going to.
Yeah, I was saying for the first fight they're going to fight, but for the second fight.
Yeah, no, the second fight. Yeah, I think the second fight they're going to fight each other. We're going to get 2 fights out of that. They're going to fight each other. You know what I mean?
But that's only if let's say Crawford wins, knocks out Spence, he has to exercise it. But I'm saying he may not exercise it. He may move up and say, "Well, I can't make the weight."
Okay, then they'll probably just rematch at 54, something like that. But
okay,
yeah, they'll rematch at 54. Yes, sir.
Okay, Coach.
Right,
okay,
yes,
that's all I wanted to holler.
Shout out to T-Dad. Salute, fam. Yeah, they can just rematch at 54. Crawford and drop the belts and move up to 54 and they fight again. You know what I mean? So, or vice versa. Or vice versa. Or if Spence win the belts, you know, and they move up and fight at 54 again. I mean, the money is so much money there for both of them. You know what I mean? There's so much money there for both of them. You know, and that's what I'm happy about. Both fighters got getting 8 figures. You know, we got 2 you revolutionaries. We got 2 black men fighting each other, getting money together. You know, you niggas, you hate that shit. You niggas is so divisive. You know what I mean? So I take my time. I'm talking about these niggas online, these alphabet boys, and these niggas make me sick. I can't stand these niggas, but I swear to God, I'm you niggas open enemy for life. You can believe that. I'm gonna stomp on you niggas every chance I get. I'm Unicron on you niggas. Anyways, once again, it's on. It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. 2 minutes today, USA Boxing. You ought to know what time it TI is, man. We're going to make it do what it do, man.
Fuck with your soul and ether. Teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already.
If you're the number 1 contender and you're looking to wallow somebody, if you are the number 1 contender and you're looking to wallow, let it be known. Pull up.
Now, I am the number 1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand.
when you got a motherfucker who just want to argue with you, just say what you gotta say and walk off.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? Look at you. You mad? I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
Nobody. Nigga ain't nobody. Shout out to my brother Freeway Ricky Ross, man. Team Freeway Boxing. We in the building.
What's my name?
My name is nobody, and I don't live nowhere, and I don't know nothing I don't know, because I know that you gon' tell God on Jesus, kiss a Judas, silver pieces, monkeys acting in the monkey show. Gangsta monster killer, silverback, where is your rap sheet? And the truth never explains, moving fast, thinking slow. Dummy clown, silly Billy, need a hug, thugs on drugs, monkeys acting in the monkey show.
Shout out to Errol Spence and Terence Crawford for having the vision to make this happen.
Well, I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.
It was a collective effort. Those guys had to come together and collectivize in order to make this fight happen. You notice that, Spence don't listen to these Errol Sexual YouTube channels. He don't listen to them. He won't give them no interviews or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, Spence like, man, I ain't thinking about y'all nigga, man. Y'all nigga broke. Y'all nigga ain't got no money. Y'all broke. Y'all sitting here dick riding me. Nigga, go buy my t-shirt. Go buy my t-shirt, nigga. Go buy my t-shirt. Me and Crawford talk every day. We on the phone. They talk and we talk every day. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all got some other shit going on, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. They came together. They had to collectivize and make this happen. And I'm really happy that both of those brothers came together and now they finna get this money.
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
Before we end the show, we got to say all praises due to the most exalted, the most high, the man that's greater than Jesus Christ himself, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? But a name. Do you have a name? Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Now I hope this set of presidents, now I hope Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade get the memo. Look, you ain't got to sit around and wait on Canelo. We ain't got to wait on Canelo. Let's make our own mega fight. Demetrius Andrade, Jamal Charlo, y'all make your own fight instead of waiting on Canelo. The boy ain't thinking about you. That's all I'm saying. You know, y'all should make your own fight. Crawford and Spence made they fight. Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade, y'all supposed to fought. Y'all should have been fought anyways. You get what I'm saying? Team fuck the other side still. Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Look here, man. You ain't gotta like Crawford or Spence, but when you say their name, you better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
You know what, man? When it come to big time boxing, you know what I mean. We've been getting some fights. We've been getting some fights. So far, the fights we've been receiving. These fighters have been bringing us back to big time boxing. Shout out to Crawford and Spence, man. They bringing back big time boxing.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
I need to say a special prayer to some of these low IQ, slow ass niggas on YouTube.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because it helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes, it helped Daniel get out the lion's den. It helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
Shout out to my dog, Jamal Charlo.
I move up in weight class, go up to 168, challenge this man for all the marbles.
The Mexican monster, yeah.
The Mexican. You keep throwing that up every time
I remember the guy was everybody scared of that guy. You talking a lot of shit. That's why I want you to say stuff.
Jamel Charlo, we need to see you get back soon.
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
Shout out to Ryan Garcia, man. You have a very lovely TikTok page.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck.
To all of the fighters who want some smoke, holla at the old boy.
Now do you retire or do you take one of the toughest fights of your career against a young black African-American stud who's been working his ass off since he was 8 years old? Do my brother put it all on the line then? So if not, then come see me. I want some smoke. I want it all, baby.
All of the internet gangsters out there, this how we feel.
Nigga, I'm talking face on the brochure. Boy. Lights out, hear me? Clap on, clap off. Okay. You got me fucked up, cuz.
Yes, sir. And if you want to hate on the Prince, shout out to my brother, the Prince of Pan Pizza, the Prince of Pan Africanism, and for all you brothers out there that's getting weak. You pro-revolutionaries, you drink your coffee black and all that stuff there, but I know some of y'all getting weak. When y'all get around the snow bunnies, y'all go to getting weak. Dr. Umar, talk to him.
My question to my Milwaukee Africans and my Chicago Africans, where can Dr. Umar pull up to watch the Tank Ryan fight? You must have food. You must have food. No snow bunnies, no drugs, no crime. Because you know the FBI follows me wherever I go. The CIA follows me wherever I go. So I'm trying to pull up to Chicago or Milwaukee to watch the Tank Ryan fight. Where can I come? Chicago Africans, is there a safe space for the Prince? No snow bunnies, no snow bunnies, no snow bunnies, no non-African queens, no illegal activity.
You don't lost a whole bunch of brothers with that, but now, boy, cause boy, listen, some of these fake pro-black revolutionaries online and on the YTBC, them niggas, the snow bunnies, they kryptonite. True. Right now, they got a face full of snow bunny cooter cat right now, eating it up. They eat up a bunch of snow bunny cooter cat, and they're gonna come over here want to play the digital Huey P. Newton online. Talking about certain fighters don't mess with the black man. Nah, he don't mess with niggas. You know, don't nobody want to mess with you dumb ass niggas, low IQ ass niggas. You get what I'm saying? Hypocrite ass niggas, double standard, triple standard, quadruple standard ass niggas. I don't want to fuck with y'all. Broke ass niggas sitting at home hating on another nigga because he getting money. Baller blocking. You can't stand no hateful ass niggas like that. Shut up, let's go out with Haney, man. Everybody who showed up, let's give everybody a round of applause. Shout out to all the Tenderonis in the chat, man. All the Tenderonis, man. Y'all know who y'all is, man. Food Revolution, Jackie Hernandez, Fee on the Tube, Bless 365, Lisa Bells, you know, Green Eyes P, you know, it's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them. Nick Rich, you know, it's quite a few. We got some good Tenderonis, and they ain't ratchet. See, our Tenderonis ain't ratchet. Ain't nobody talking about pulling up. You know, ain't none of that. You know what I mean? It just, you know, it is what it is, man. I'll let you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Happy we got this fight, man. Shout out to Errol Spence. Shout out to Terence Crawford. Really appreciate you guys. I really do. I'm going to hold the line. I'm going to do my best to promote y'all fight. I'm going to go to both of you websites, both of you guys' websites, support, buy the t-shirts, man. And may the best man win. I holla. Hate, like, share, subscribe. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.